Paco.
Andrew got this shit blazing.
Look, I feel like if we could all just bring light to every race problems equally, we could all be a team and learn to heal together. That's just like, we fight with our own brothers and we fight with our own sisters. Like, it make no sense. Like, if I love you, you love me, you know? That's love. I'm tired of getting judged by the color of my skin. Just trying to stay alive like the next man. You already know I gotta go, gotta shine, gotta get my Benjamins. Old friends switched up on me. Money low, get more G. Living life like a black man seems only hard in this country. More I wait, more time I lose. Remember when I was working in 4 shoes? Now I'm on my feet grinding every day. Gotta get my money in every way. I don't care, I'm too legit. I don't care, I'm too Chris. People hate, let them hate. I'm just gonna keep being great, yeah. You know, Black Lives Matter. All of us matter. We are a team. We gotta fight together. We're gonna get through this. Let's go. Let's fight. Let's go. Let's fight. Let's go. Let's fight. I'm tired of getting judged by the color of my skin. Just trying to stay alive like the next man. You already know I gotta go, gotta shine, gotta get my Benjamins. Old friends switched up on me. Money low, get more G. Living life like a black man seems only hard in this country.
What up? What up, though? What's good with y'all, man? On this Wednesday, got that little Paco playing in the background, man. Yeah, one of my students at Luca McGinnis. You did. Yeah.
Gotta do what's right. If I die tonight, hope my words help spread this light. They planting these drugs in our streets. Planting these drugs in our mind. If we stay together as a team, we can get through the pain. If we stay strong as a unit, we can get through their plan. I'm young, but I know why founding fathers really didn't find this. How they get judged by the color of
my skin.
Just trying to stay alive like the next man.
Yeah.
You already know I gotta go, gotta shine, gotta get.
That's what's up, man. Lil Paco had to, salute my little homie, man. One of my students, my mentees. You dig, doing something positive. You got to spread them. And if you're just tuning in, you know.
What up, though? BallHawk Show.
You know what it is.
What up, though?
It's that time.
Yeah.
It's that time. You got to hear it one time before we start.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Let's jump right into it, man. So today's episode, man, we highlighting what Mark Cuban is doing, the Dallas Mavericks. No more national anthem. We're going to get right to it. We're not going to prolong this. All right. It's not going to be a long episode. We might talk about another topic, but a topic like this is basically going to cause a lot of hypocrisy to come out. So if you guys don't know who Mark Cuban is, he is the Dallas Mavericks owner, boss, on Shark Tank, is always reading the room and aware of what's going on in this society. And for years now, since Colin Kaepernick took a knee, people have been saying, take politics out of sports. Take politics out of sports. If you just joined, make sure you hit that thumbs up, that like, make sure you share. Let's get back to it. And I feel like what Mark Cuban is doing is listening to those folks who say take politics out of sports. He's removing the national anthem, which they haven't played the national anthem at a Dallas Mavericks home game. And if you have an issue with that, then you might need to sip that juice, because you were the one that says take politics out of sports. They should not be included. They should not intertwine. They shouldn't mesh. And Mark Cuban did that. And if you have an issue that he did that, I need to know why. I really do. If you don't think the national anthem is political at sporting events, I need to know why. Help me better understand how that's not political. I really do. And I'm being genuine. It's not a rhetorical. I'm not going to try to be like a smart aleck or a smart ass, but if anybody has an issue with this, please jump on the forum. Use the link in the description. If you're on YouTube and you want the link, I'll put it in the chat. I really want to have people voice their stance as far as if they have an issue with it. You know, because everybody had an issue with the taking a knee. Everybody has an issue with holding up your fist. Everybody says do it on your own time. Don't do it while the anthem is playing. You're disrespecting the flag. Because when I was growing up playing football, I know in Little League, no national anthem was played. High school, I don't remember vaguely if it was played or not. I was just so locked in, I don't remember if it was played. It might have been, I'm talking about like with the players on the field, if it was, played. Like if we had to be out there. I know it was played plenty of times when I was locker room in college. Like we didn't come out. It was just played and then we ran out. In the NFL, it wasn't something that was done before every game. It was just like your televised games and then your Super Bowls, because somebody was singing their rendition of the national anthem. But, once the Department of Defense, gave money to the NFL or whatever that partnership, however it was formed, once that came into play, boom. Myron said, I remember in basketball it was, football I don't remember. Yeah, I would love for people just to share, if they remember standing for the anthem. And is this just a taught act? Also, when it comes to the anthem, do you feel a certain type of way because you were taught at a younger age to do this? When we were young, how to stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. You had to learn the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the nation of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God. And now that you understand the truth behind the anthem, right? Who the author was and what he stood for and what that anthem stands for. How does that truly make you feel? And does what you're taught, what you've been taught for so many years, outweigh what the truth is? And that's another discussion. Because again, just like if you eating chitlins all your life and you love chitlins, and they say, yo, chitlins is pig intestines. You like, well, I don't care, I'm gonna eat it anyway. Or hot dogs. I love hot dogs. And then you look at the documentary on how they make hot dogs and you just like, but damn it, I like it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just stick to something because it's a status quo for you. That's what you learn. That's your rhythm. P Nugget said, I think the national anthem should only be played at the Olympics. And we know the Olympics is a political stage. Oh, we know what the Olympics stands for. Is our country is better than yours in this. So the fact that Mark Cuban basically is like a trendsetter, like, yo, we just gonna eliminate it. It's too much negative narratives going around. It's too much animosity, too much vitriol. My players become targets because they want to stand up for what's right. And he said it. He doesn't mind the players take a knee, put their fist up because they stand up for social injustices. But we're so accustomed to doing what we were taught versus what is right. Myron says, most times as a spectator, the singing isn't respected. If it's a pretty girl, there are catcalls and screams throughout. Folks will even change the words of the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what their mascot name is or whatever. Yeah. So that's why I really start laughing when folks say disrespect, respect, disrespect, respect. When it comes to the national anthem, those same folks don't display that same respect. Michael C. Haskins said, I played high school football in Virginia. We definitely had to line up for the national anthem every game, helmets off on our goal line. What school did you play at, bro? I'd like to know that too. I don't remember at Hampton High if we were out every time. I don't remember if we were. We might have been out. That'll let you know I wasn't really paying attention to it. Like the national anthem I don't. That don't make like that just doesn't move me. Like, I don't know, man. Everybody's different. Like, a song is not going to make me less American than somebody who cries during the anthem. It's not going to make me love my loved ones less because, you know, he said he played at Nottoway near Blackstone, VA. Bet. So, yeah, you do have people who it was a custom for them to stand up for the anthem. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you just got to respect people's wishes, right? And somebody say, yo, I'm going to take this knee for what's going on in this country. I don't feel like everybody's equal and we're celebrating or showing love like we're all one. What's the issue? But salute to you, Mark Cuban. Again, I'll be up here for a couple more minutes. This is live right now. So if somebody want to jump into the chat, let me know. The link is in the description on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, I could put into the, what up, Brady? I could put it in the chat. Let's see what my man Brandon said. He said, we played at every football game, but it came across as more for the band to get recognition than the patriotism. Think about that. That's a great statement. So, yeah, when the band, if you do recall in high school, when the band played the national anthem, it was more to showcase them and how well they play. Or if you have somebody singing the anthem, you're paying attention to how they are singing versus the words that are being sung. When you talk about the best rendition of the national anthem, people go to like the Whitney Houston, and then what do they call it? The Black national anthem with Ray Charles. My man P Nugget said they definitely played a recorded anthem at all VHSL games during our time, Hawk. I took pride in it until I researched it. Yeah, P Nugget, but I don't remember being out there every time. I'm just trying to figure out where we out there every time. For some reason, I felt like we was in the locker room, some of them, and then we would come out with the death walk. So I don't know. Refresh my memory, bro. I don't want to say we was or we wasn't because I don't remember all those games. But yeah, man, P Diddy, what's good with you?
What's happening? Oh, you talking about Mark Cuban removing the anthem?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, I think America, because Patriots, if we got freedom of speech, right, and what's supposed to be up to you, like I think sometimes we force stuff on people, and then because somebody else does it, we feel like that's how we should do it. Because
Yeah.
even when I go to football games now, like now they done gave people the option in the beginning, like you said, it was about the band because at some schools, especially down here, the band they get off doing the anthem because pretty much that's when they can have the whole field to themselves besides halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So the teams might be in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? We done some teams be, oh man, take your helmet off, man. They playing the anthem. So
Yeah.
I just think that we get caught up in what we see because of they don't know the National Football League got paid to start doing that. And
Yeah.
then it trickles down to every level. But him, like, I think it started being too much controversy behind it because now if I kneel, if I sit, if I don't
Mm-hmm.
take my hat off, like, because I done
Mm-hmm.
been to games and somebody don't take their hat off, who gonna run in the stand and tackle old Mr. Joe because he ain't take his
Yeah.
hat off? You know what I mean? So yeah, they flip stuff up, but just to take the fluff out of it, I can respect, because it's his building. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Mm-hmm.
want to play the national anthem. That don't make you no less of a patriot because we don't do the national anthem before a basketball game. Just like
Yep.
you remember, they started doing the Canadian national anthem before Toronto games, and then
Toronto.
when they played in the finals, they did the U.S. anthem. Then they did the Canadian national anthem. So it just
Mm-hmm.
stretched the whole thing out. But we here to watch the game.
Yeah, that's true. P Nugget says, brought to you by Manscaped, adding 2 inches to the smallest packages every day, and I scout mine 2 times a year. Shout out to Manscaped. They are a sponsor. If y'all don't believe me, it would have been right here. Salute to Manscaped. But yeah, man, I think that's a awesome point, man. It's like a lot of times, even though you claim you're being patriotic, is either for show, for revenue. It's an act. Is it really sincere? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it boils down to. And he just eliminated. He's eliminating politics and out of sports. Like, take politics out. Everybody always say that. I'm tired. This is my getaway. So if this is your getaway, you shouldn't care that the anthem is played. Because like you just stated, P. Diddy, I just want to watch a game.
Facts.
That's why you pay the money to watch a game.
Because on Super Bowl Sunday, when the game started, you flip to it. They had I think Her did the "Oh Beautiful, Oh Gracious Skies." Then I think whoever else did that national anthem. That's like 10 minutes worth of stuff, and you like, man, just turn the game on, man.
I didn't turn on until I saw that they was walking out for the coin toss. Like, I kept flipping back and forth. Like, does that make me less patriotic? You know what I'm saying? Like, people, they kill me how they get up on that high horse and they do that. But hey, man, that's just what we do. Everybody, you could be anything you want to be on the intranet. I don't say internet. You go intranet. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, look, man, people come in late and they want to join and they want to talk about Mark Cuban. They could do that, but I'm going to transition to another topic. And so the first one I want to talk about, since he just won his 7th Super Bowl, is Tom Brady. And the dude just say, "Oh, beautiful full spin." Yo, look at Brandon. Thought you said full of
faces eyes.
Yo, Brandon Petty. So I want to say this because P. Diddy, you had a great dialogue going on this in your Facebook group, man. Your Inferno Sports Podcast Facebook group about. See, so let me say this right now. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Don't matter who it is. I think Serena is the GOAT of her time. That's with Kobe alive. That's LeBron. Like, of her time, she is the GOAT. Since she picked up a tennis racket. So if Michael Jordan happened to overlap into her GOATness, she the GOAT. Like, she's the GOAT athlete. When people say who's the best athlete in your opinion, since you were alive. So Jordan, of course, was playing when I was younger. But Serena dominated her sport like no other. Like, Tiger was dominant too, but what Serena's done is bananas. So I saw that folks are trying to compare Tom Brady to Serena, and they said athlete. All right. This is what people got to realize when you say athlete. You're talking about the individual and their athleticism and what they can do. What they can do. That's the key word, what they can do. And this is where you run into issues in a sport like football, where you're supposed to play within the ultimate team sport. A football player, especially a quarterback that's just a thrower anyway, it's hard to even compare Brady to Serena. That's a slap in the face to Serena. She does hers by her lonely. Dolo. Right. Like, her championships are her versus the opponent. It's like, when she wins, it's because she did it. It's not because she got somebody in position or somebody helped seal the deal, but she did it. They're not counting like the doubles matches with her sister, which they should count those two if they really want to add on to it, like the Olympic gold medals that her and Venus won and doubles. But I don't even understand how folks even put athlete with a football player, really. Like, you need to keep them in that ultimate team sport box. You know what I'm saying? Michael said Lance Armstrong, he thought he was the GOAT status, but he was cheating. And yeah, people could say even Lance, he got, you give him respect in a sense. I mean, you doping, but your ass still got to get there before him. Just anybody just can't dope and win. I was going to put that out there too. But P. Diddy, this topic came from your Facebook group. And what was your thoughts on when the comparison came out?
My thoughts is exactly on point. Like, when we start talking about team sports versus individual sports, like I think we give so much credit to who we like. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like if LeBron them win, everybody gonna be like, it's because of LeBron. You know what I'm saying? If Jordan wins, it's because of Jordan. Tom Brady led team, oh, it's Tom Brady. But when you come down to individuals team sports, you can't have an off day. If Serena
Mm.
have an off day, it's a wrap. If Tom have an off day, or like in the Green Bay game, he wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? They won. He threw 3 picks. Even though people be like, someone was tipped, whatever. But it's still, you want to give him credit for the win. Guy, give him credit for the when he mess up. So I
Yeah.
just think in team sports, we just try to give too much credit to an individual. Now, can you have plays or moments in a game to where because of what you did dictates the outcome of that game? Absolutely. But when you start talking about going down to all, like if you play a 7 game series, there's no way you can come back and say, hey, all these games, only reason they won is because of this guy. Even if Jordan had 45, 7 and 7, and they scored 150 points, 110 points, he still ain't got all 150 points. When it come down to Serena though, if she win a match 6-3, 7-3, 6-6, 6-7, 7-6, she still won. And it's all
Hmm.
her points. So I just think we get too much credit to individuals when they come down to team sports, and we try to use team stats to basically say greatness. Like if this guy, because look at Shady McCoy, no hate
Yeah.
on him. He now on his resume, when they put it in the black and white, we long gone from here. They gonna say Shady McCoy, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and then people gonna, if you ain't nobody old, we might be old and gray and say,
Yeah.
he ain't play no
He ain't
snap in
even
none of
he
them
ain't even
games,
playing those
but
games. Yeah.
nobody's gonna tell the story.
Yep.
It's gonna be the black, but it's gonna say he's a 2-time champion. So I just
Yep.
think when we try to validate one guy, say he's a 7-time champion, that makes him the greatest of all times, is not true factual as far as how we should validate an athlete. Now, is he the most accomplished athlete in football in a team sport? With maybe in
Yeah.
football with 7 championships because nobody else has that. But when you
Yep.
start talking about the greatest, and you just start talking, because that's what I was trying to break down to somebody. Like, okay, we talking about talent, arm strength. We talk about different things statistically that a quarterback has to do. Then we're gonna basically say, hey, okay, this category, Tom was now, is he one of the smartest quarterbacks that we ever seen? Yes.
Hmm.
Does he handle the clutch better than we seen? Yes. But when you start talking about statistically
You freezing up some.
and what necessarily say all those can be Tom or my it's just gonna be Tom.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't agree. I agree with the Serena. Serena has the most accomplished, and the fact that at 39 she's still doing it. I think she was playing yesterday.
And like Myron said, he made a great point. He said Serena can't even be coached in her matches. She's penalized if she does. That's another thing, another aspect about tennis. It's like you got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, man. She a female, so people don't feel like they want to say a female is the GOAT of all athletes. Like, yo, she dope. You know what I'm saying? She dope. People don't consider golfers to be athletes. I think Tiger changed that in a sense because of his workout regimen and things of that nature. You see guys picking up, CrossFit and making sure they're in better shape to play the sport because they feel like it helps them overall. But people don't consider like golfers as athletes. They don't consider NASCAR drivers as an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Just because they think you just swinging a club, or they think you just driving, opposed to running and jumping or running. Like if you're not running around, people don't consider you an athlete. That's just how folks see things. Even with Lance Armstrong, they're like, oh, he just riding a bike. That's just to novices until they try to get their tails out there and ride a bike. Then they realize, oh yeah, that's different. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think what we got to do with Tom Brady is just realize like, yo, he's super accomplished. And if you feel like
Facts.
he's your GOAT, one thing it doesn't bother me anymore. I laugh at now when people try to just push on their beliefs in sports onto you and try to use words like you got to be an idiot if you don't, and whatever they feel, or you got to be blind if whatever they feel. You got to be dumb. And I can understand the trash talking part, but when you really trying to break bread and have a legit conversation, they stand on that. And that's when I be like, all right, bro, like you ain't trying to listen. So we can move on. They're like, no, let's talk about it. Like it's nothing to talk about. Like your mind's made up and you're not gonna change my mind. So, bump it.
That's what I say too.
Yeah. So
But I got a question for you. So when you watching the game and like, cause they're not saying nothing about Leftwich, you know what I'm saying? But then we'll say give Todd Bowles his flowers, you know what I mean? So I'll be like, how can you have it both ways? If you're gonna praise Bowles for the defense, but you can't just make it seem like the whole offense was Tom. And that's when my only gripe about the whole thing. But you can go on to the next topic.
No, that's a great point. And that goes down to the respect level, right? So Byron Leftwich doesn't have the respect from the talking heads to give him his flowers and praise him. Like if that was Sean Payton as the offensive coordinator, you'll see a unisys Sean Payton and Tom Brady, just like you see Sean Payton and Drew Brees. You feel what I'm saying? Or what was the other offensive coordinator that was offensive coordinator for the Cowboys when they won their championship? Noah Turner. They mentioned him.
Yeah, Noah Turner, yeah.
He gets respect. So it just depends on like Charlie Weiss, we understand, or Josh McDaniels. But even when Josh wasn't, they didn't say nothing about him initially. But as you saw, once he left, you saw how important he was. So when he came back and they won, it was like, yeah, we got to say Josh's name. As great as we know Tom Brady is, Tom Brady's longest drought took place when Josh wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So, when Charlie left, it was like, oh, what are they going to do with Charlie Weiss? He left, and then Josh developed, and they won. So, yeah, I just think it's just the respect level. And like you said, with Todd Bowles, people got to realize this. As much as we want to see more minority coaches get head coaching jobs, a guy like Todd Bowles, who was with the Jets and wasn't that successful, sometimes I said this months ago, I don't want a minority coach inheriting a terrible ass team because they're not going to get respected if they don't. If they fail, they get thrown to the wolves. While a Caucasian coach, it will point out how terrible the team was. Like Patricia from the Detroit Lions. Anybody dog? I mean, we dog him, but are they really dogging him? Or just Bill Belichick's coaching tree in itself? Except for the coach in Miami. You see, they don't really pray. Like, they should be really praising what he's doing in Miami. But that's kind of, they'd rather talk about the quarterback situation. You know what I'm saying? Like how he pulled Tua and went back to Fitzmagic and they won a game. That takes a lot. Rock, what's good with you?
Man, I was just trying to listen, but he actually did an amazing question. And I had to come on, bro, because to me, it's very clear. You got to look at it. You got a black D coordinator, a black O coordinator, but Byron Leftwich not getting the credit, right? Just like in Kansas City. They want to give my guy the credit, right? You want to know why? Because the head coaches are offensive-minded guys. So because they're offensive-minded guys, we're not going to give you the credit over this white man.
Yeah.
It's no way we're going to do that.
Yeah.
So imagine if Bruce Arians was a defensive-minded coach. They wouldn't give Todd Bowles any credit for what happened in that Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to give you the credit over that white man. and it's messed up. All of us that's ever played sports know that a coordinator does way more work than the head coach. The head coach say stuff like this: "Hey man, why don't we run it here? Hey man, why don't we pass it here?" But they don't say what kind of pass to do, what kind of run to do. Hey man, why don't we get some pressure on that quarterback? They don't know how to get pressure on the quarterback. They just, hey, why don't we get some pressure on that quarterback? So now the coordinator has to dial up one of his blitzes or anything like that. He has to know the personnel to put on the field that he's been working with all throughout the week. Who hurt, who banged up, who can get the job done. And so much more that goes into being a coordinator, right? Than being the head coach is really the face of the franchise. You know, he's supposed to manage men. So he got to manage these coaches and these big egos as players and stuff and like keep the team together. But other than that, when it comes to the play call and who we're giving people credit for, they're giving these white coaches the credit for what these black men are doing, and it's disgusting, man.
And I already know a rebuttal that somebody's going to say to you. The defensive coordinators for Bill Belichick, do they get credit? Can you remember when Bill Belichick was the D coordinator for the Giants with Parcells? Like now that we older, we realize that Bill was the one that shut down the K gun.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but I feel you though. I feel you. Like you're not going to get the credit at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Like we do favor whatever the head coach favors. If the head coach is the offensive minded coach and they're known to call plays, but we know they don't anymore because you saw Bruce Arians, he didn't have a play sheet where he was looking down every play. Like he was celebrating just like he was a fan.
I think that's only when it's a white head coach and a black coordinator though.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Because I remember Spag getting all the credit for shutting down New England.
Mm-hmm.
Not the head coach.
That's a good point.
You know, like, and that's what we do. Like, check this out. As great as Jimmy Johnson was, North Turner still got all the credit for Dallas Cowboys.
And we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about how North got his flowers. Yeah, you better believe that.
Bro, it's crazy that people can't see that much hasn't changed, bro. We live in a different day and age, but much hasn't changed. It's shown in so much that we do, and we think because we get a little opportunity, a little shot at something, that underlying racism doesn't still exist. It does, man. That's the reason why you don't people who can afford an NFL team. That's the reason why white, wealthy, old men don't hire black coaches like they should. When your product on the field is black, why not put some? See, but instead they're gonna hire what they're more relatable to and more comfortable to, instead of hiring what their industry is more relatable to. For example, if you have a record label or anything like that, and you feel like hip hop and gangster rap is what sells,
yeah,
aren't you gonna get some people in place who can relate and be able to speak and handle business with? I'm not saying you go get a full-fledged gangster, but you're gonna get somebody who can relate to these artists that you're getting on your team. They're not doing that in sports. They're saying forget it. That's the reason why I don't believe everybody care about winning. I do not believe everybody care about winning, because I would hire the best person available before I hire somebody that look like me.
Rock, you said something real. Because think about in the Super Bowl when Tom Brady ran up on Honey Badger, right? They called him a competitor. That's how bad Tom Brady want to win. And then they threw the flag on Tyrann Mathieu because they say they said he was being the aggressor, but it was clear on film who ran after who. And then, Tyrann Mathieu, I guess he got some good advice because they was like, what did Tom say? And he was like, well, I'm not going to say that, but he did send me an apology.
So I'm trying to think, what did you say to this man that you felt like after the game you need to apologize to him?
Every time a black athlete gets fiery, yelling at teammates, anything like that, he's a distraction, he's selfish, he all that. But when these white quarterbacks and receivers and running backs do it, man, look at the fire in him. He wants to win that bad. Right. We have to stop. That's the reason why the Stephen A. Smiths of the world and all them, they got to point that mess out.
Yeah.
They got to stop letting it be cool to say that and get away with it.
Right.
Yeah. I ain't even like when Winfield Jr. put the peace sign in Tyreek's face. Because people always say, oh, it was payback. It was payback. I'm like, okay, Tyreek's is a part of his celebration.
Right.
Right. There is that's like within the rules. That's allowed there, encouraging. Like that's his trademark. He's running away from you. Peace. It's not like he's in your face. Peace. So when Winfield did it back to him, and you got folks like, that's what he get. And I'm just like, all right, but y'all be the main ones disgusted when dudes do some antics, but y'all cool with a piece right in somebody's face. Like he made it a point to wait for Tyreek to put his head up and put the peace sign in his face, and everybody trying to justify that because what Tyreek did weeks ago. I told folks I wouldn't have had an issue with it if he would have waited till Tyreek lift his head up and then ran off the field doing it. Because to me, that's I'm scoring. Look, I scored. I'm running away from you. I'm imitating what you're doing. I would have backflipped. Like, yeah, imitate the celebration. But if Tyreek would have smacked the boy head down and pushed him, they would have said, "Oh, he being a sore loser."
You know what? I knew that was coming. I thought it was going to be. I said somebody gonna backflip a peace sign. I thought it was going to be the backflip, but I knew it was going to come. And like, I wish the referees wouldn't have threw the flag. Because when it comes to grown men, I don't think that there should ever be a taunting penalty. If you lose your cool, that should be a part of sport. That's how, like, when people complain about flopping, that's a part of sport. If you like, all of that is part of getting the extra edge within the rules of the game. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I think I read into. Tyreek tried to stop the referee from throwing a flag on him. He did. Like, I love that about him.
He did.
Because that's being a man saying, you know what? I didn't play well enough today. And what I've done in the past, my chickens that came home to roost. Like,
and I will admit this. I don't know that relationship because Winfield was he was smiling. So maybe Tyreek smiled, be like, yeah, you got me, dog. Like if me and you played against each other and you taunted me, I'll look at you, I'll laugh. I'll be like, dog, that's messed up. And if somebody came and threw a flag, I would be like, yo, like, he won't serious. Because it was a time I got thrown with I don't know if you remember, we played Chicago and I smacked one of the receivers in the back of the head like, good catch. And he thought I was being mad at him. And he jumped in my face. I was like, bro, I was saying good job. He was like, you smacked me in my helmet. I was like, oh, my bad. But I was telling you, like, good catch. And the ref threw the flag on me. And I was like, what I do? He was like, you smacked him. Look at his reaction. But even the receiver was like, no, I overreacted. Like, he didn't mean it like that. It was my fault. And I was like, no, he could throw the flag. Because I knew the perception was they thought I was being an asshole. I smacked him hard in the helmet. I was like, damn, good catch. But I ain't realized that he didn't know me that good. But I smacked his ass hard as hell in the helmet. Because he did that sail route between me and Rock Hayes, corner of the end zone.
What that one Morgan was it?
No, I wore Morgan. It was a little white dude that wore 88.
I'm gonna say it wasn't Shoes, was it?
No. Shoes. Was that the game? Was we? You know what? That was the same game. He took the umbrella out after he scored.
That must have been on me and you then, because I was
No, but when Shoes got the umbrella, that wasn't on my side. He was backside. But I remember he took the umbrella out. They were beating us, and after that, we beat them. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I was like, yo, you just put bad luck on yourself when you took that umbrella out.
Exactly. And he done it.
Not Shoes. It was Morgan. Morgan took the umbrella out. Not Shoes.
He did that before when we played A2 together. He took that because he's from New Orleans. He loved taking that umbrella out. But see, I done been through the same situation, bro. Like in flag, we have played teams before, like, and of course when you winning all the time, people want to beat you. Then
Hey, Czar, get up in here, boy.
then there come a time where a team got your number, they beat you that day, and they a bunch of sorry jokers and they talking trash. And the refs go to throwing flags. I'm like, nah, ref, don't throw no flag. Like they earned it. They deserve to talk to us like that. I be mad at my team. I be telling my team, see, this is what happened when you don't kill a net with a sledgehammer. When you let a team inferior hang around, they're gonna talk.
Yeah, they are. They're
gonna talk.
The high about the peace sign was that the only reason I didn't like it is when Tyreek did it, they was playing man coverage when Tyreek was beating them. Y'all playing 3 men on one guy, and then now you want to talk smack because y'all shutting them down because y'all triple teaming them. Now
that's real.
That's why I ain't like the peace sign.
It's a team sport.
I feel what he's saying though, because if I'm Tyreek, I'm saying that too. Like, oh, you got your buddies now. You want to, you know what I'm saying? Now you want to poke your chest out. But I get that, man. Go ahead, Peter.
But you know what? That's how James feel about y'all team talk. You can tell when he be talking, he feel like y'all had the better teams, but he feel like he was the better player on the field. And like,
don't give him that ammunition because he's a ball headed lie. He coming in the building. Go ahead, P.
I got a question for y'all too. You know, before the Super Bowl, everybody talks about mobility for the quarterback is the key, right?
Yeah.
But with the 2 old tackles missing, how does that make people feel? Because then I'm a Falcons fan. Everybody's saying, hey, if Matt Ryan was more mobile, then, you know, that would help us, you know, with our bad O-line play. But I think that Super Bowl showed that bad O-line play still going to get beat by good defense.
And people still got to catch the damn ball, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Ballhead, what's up, dog? Because you came in just in time for me to expose your non-basketball knowing stuff.
If I known he was coming in, I wouldn't have said my last statement.
Oh, you knew.
What's up, Rob? What's going on, man?
What up?
Hey, we see you cut them caterpillars off your face. You're over there, buddy.
Yeah, man. I be trying to go to. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I never be a part of the beard gang because my stuff. Not only will it not grow and connect, it be spaces empty, so you can really see the naps. Then, so it's like,
hey, I'm kind of the same way. I'm gonna cut mine off too, bro. I can't do it, man. Ahmad, what? I think first of all, thanks for the invite, bro. Because I'm over here working my butt off, and I get the invite. We gonna talk about the Nets.
What?
We talking about the big three and the lack of.
Yeah, we about to get to that. We're gonna get to that. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, start it off. Keep it off. Go ahead. Let's transition to Brooklyn. So Brooklyn is 7-1 versus good teams, over 500 teams, and they're yielding like 110 points a game. Then versus teams below 500, they are 7-11, giving up like 122 points a game. And what was your follow up when I shared that? Go.
This is what I expected. When you have a big three or so-called big three, it's called professionalism, bro. I mean, when it comes to pro sports, you're gonna play ball, but these are teams you're supposed to beat. Like one of your people said, they lay down or they play to the level.
They play to their level.
Less of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not to be funny on that, I expected this.
No. See, you're no.
I'm giving you
say all this because even with that, you kill yourself. Because if somebody plays to the level of their competition, you say that's why they ain't gonna win. Here's my retort: what type of teams do you play in the playoffs?
You play good teams.
And what teams have they been 7-1 against?
Good teams.
Okay, that see how they feel what you're saying. All right, let's get to the big three. Let's get to the big three because you lost that one.
So they're gonna magically turn it on. Is that what
let's get to the big three. That's what the stats show that they turn it on versus a good team. Am I lying?
What's their record right now?
You love stats.
What is their record right now?
They're 7-1 versus the good teams.
No, I'm talking about overall.
They're 7-11 without playing good teams. Do the math.
Now, okay, so basically, if the playoffs were to start today, which they're not,
they'd be in the playoffs playing a good team. Playing a good team.
Okay, and you think they would win?
Playing good teams, they 7-1.
Okay, but wait a minute, bro. The idea of the playoffs,
Playing a
the
good
idea
team,
of the
what is their
regular season
record?
is to get yourself in position to
Playing a
succeed.
good team.
So
No. You can't
Okay,
deviate
all right.
from the narrative. The narrative is they play down the competition. So why are we talking about playoffs when playoffs contain good competition? That means they're going to do what?
Playoffs is the playoffs, bro.
No.
I see what you're saying.
No.
They're gonna compete.
Kevin Moses
They are
said
going to
playoffs. Kevin Moses said playoffs, different atmosphere. Not this year. There's no fans. Just like home games and road games don't make a difference this year. So those old school retorts don't mean shit this year. So y'all need to come up with something better than what y'all saying. Now,
But the whole, bro,
no, you lost that one. And let's get
put yourself in position to be successful, bro.
sir,
It's all about seeding too.
sir.
It's all about seeding.
No, sir. Let's get to what you said about the big three.
Wait.
Sir, no. We're done with that. We're done. No.
So Brooklyn comes in at number 3, right?
Anyway, so come with the big three. Coming with the big three, because what you're saying helps my argument. I know what you're going to say. It's still helping what I said, brother. What don't you see?
The fact that they
that head, you ain't got no brain. Where your brain?
I'm gonna interject in here right quick. I think a better argument would have been,
thank you, Rob,
instead of the good teams tonight, it would have been against the good teams and the bad teams. They're playing terrible defense.
Yeah.
So
he won't let me get in a word today.
I don't have to. You like stats, right?
He don't
you like
put
stats.
hot sauce and pepper and then suck the hello juice and he drinking it. He extra spice in today.
Bro,
I can't even get a word in.
You a stand-up comedian, and that's the joke you came up with?
I don't want to overtalk the host because he be trying to kick me off of here.
Are you
know
serious?
what I'm saying? And usually on the steam yard, I usually have trouble. So my shit is being good right now.
Yeah, you need to. I'm trying to get you to hurry up and get to your point that's really off.
Yeah, my point is this. You got 3 great players.
Yes.
Don't play shit as far as defense.
Okay.
And they losing, bro. The expectation of the big 3 is championship or bust. You said,
Talking Head said that. Talking Head.
Nah, bro. When you
Talking Head.
3 potential players like this,
Watch this.
Win.
Watch this. Hey, Rock, did you expect Brooklyn to win the championship with the team they assembled? Thank you. Hey, Born Ready, did you expect Brooklyn to win the championship with the team they assembled?
No.
Okay. What did you expect, Czar?
I expected them to suck just like they're doing right now. But these are our opinions. I'm talking about the masses. They expect this team to at least compete.
And what did I tell you? Talking Head.
They're going to get,
bro. These are our opinions.
They're going to get better. If you don't think they're going to get better, something wrong. Like, it takes time.
He didn't want to hear me when I said that either, bro. He didn't want to hear me when I told him that.
And when they click, it's going to be scary as hell. It's going to be very scary.
It's how they going to click when they're playing one-on-one ball, kick out for the 3.
Well, here we go. This is how I know he ain't watching them play. This is how I know.
Man. 2 of the 3 players dominate the ball.
Real talk. Are we talking basketball or you just want to talk shit?
Because they sharing, they trying to get each other involved.
Thank you. Let me know what hat I need to put on. Do I need to put on the shit talking hat or real breaking bread talking basketball hat?
You can put on both. It don't matter to me.
No. You need to let me know. You can't have it. Bro, we're going to set a precedent. We're either going to talk basketball because I can't just let you talk shit and make it seem like you talking basketball. Because what you just said, they not ball dominant. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the type of players, bro.
No, I'm talking about what's going on this year. Listen to me.
Bro.
Stop, bro. You just like that dude. You just like that dude that want to hold somebody pass against them when they still doing something positive.
Bro, let me tell you something real quick about sports. You know sports.
No, bro. Can you stop? I don't need to go backwards.
Look,
bro, stop.
Dominating the ball only works on certain.
Bro, he got.
But that's not what they doing for the Nets.
Still talking. Look, you gonna, yeah. He still like he don't listen.
That's not that. Like, I don't care what you've seen from James Harden, and all them in the past. That's not the way they playing with the Nets. They playing totally different. James Harden it's a walking triple double with them. Like
that's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I'm trying to figure out when folks say, like when they first got together, I can understand they ball dominant. They ain't gonna pass. I can see that. But when you don't watch all the games Brooklyn played with those three, if you still got the same narrative, they hogging the ball, they one-on-one.
They passing too much.
Play.
They actually passing too much.
Blaze, what up, bro?
What up, my guy?
I tried to put him in timeout, but he took himself out the whole broadcast because he kept talking. Like he want to go back to 1977 analogies. Once a ball hog, always a ball hog, and that ain't true. I don't get it, bro. Like, why some dudes be so stuck in their ways that they allow their mind to evolve? That you're going to be wrong sometimes.
Guess what? That's why Kansas City lost the championship. Kansas City was going to be who they were no matter what. They was going to go down like that. And Tampa Bay said, no, we're not going to let you do what you do best. A page out of Bill Belichick book. We're going to take away what you do best. And even when they came out second half and was successful with the run, they got away from it. Like, people don't understand that, like, when it comes to matchups, teams you're playing and teams you join, in order to be successful, you got to make the proper adjustments. And I see, except for the defensive side, that's what guys are doing on that Nets team. And you can't just blame the big three for that. Neither, because like James Harden had like 5 blocks last night, didn't he? Or something like that. So yeah, and my boy Durantula, he plays defense. So
the crazy thing he played defense with the Nets is it seems like people forget that it takes time for this shit to work. Miami, it took time. Golden State, it took time. Like, you got to build the chemistry and get a team flow going, and everybody just think that these boys gonna come out the gate and just go undefeated off the bat. I just know it seems like they stuck in a playing to the level of the competition because when they played any type of contender, they bust their ass and won. Yeah, you feel me? But then when they play the Pistons and all these other dudes, it seemed like they just we gonna beat them anyway. We gonna outscore them. We ain't gotta put the effort in. Like, I watched the game a little last night, and I'm just like, yeah, they sleeping on them. You
look how they played against Philly without KD. Like you saw the difference in urgency and the speed in which they played that game versus this past game.
Yeah, you can even see with all of that they're waiting for them bigger games. But what you got to realize when you have a team that's built like that, you have a big ass target on your back. So you're going to get everybody's best shot every fucking night. That you don't really have that ability to have a night to slouch off. If y'all not playing defense, that team is already trained to go before the snap even start, the game even start. They're like, bitch, we got the big thing for the Nets. We coming to their head, man. Fuck all that other shit.
They're another big man away from being a really good defensive team. See, Jordan can't stay on the court as long as they would like him to. But they gonna mess around and get a JaVale McGee and somebody, just like the Lakers did last year. Take two guys to be one. Big bodies at the rim. Durant 7 feet also. James Harden can play defense when he wants to. Like, they gonna end up. It's kind of like they're Tampa Bay. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. What happened? That's the same team. You took Jameis Winston interceptions and cut them in half, and they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When they cut their defense in half, when they cut their terrible defense, when they stop giving up 140 a game and only giving up 100, 115 a game, they're gonna be deadly.
They give up, like I said, they give a 110 to the good team. Bad team. Go ahead.
You was halfway there. You forgot the offensive line that added in the draft. You also forgot about AB. You also forgot about the running back they added. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget about and added Gronkowski too. You can't add. These are things that they didn't help Winston with. You know what I'm saying? While he was there. So I'm just saying, you got to pull a caveat on that.
It's the same production. Do you not believe that if Howard didn't get hurt, he would have done better than Gronk? Like, you got the same production out of it. They had the exact same stats out of their groups that they had the year before.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. Where your man at though? You gonna kick him off the show? I ain't appreciate the slander going on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what's going on here?
He got it warped in his mind that they ball hogs. Like he was going to say once a ball hog, always a ball hog. And that's why I was like, bro, like it's no use.
They're not aggressive enough for me. They're trying to fit in too much. One of them gotta put their fucking foot down and be like, yo, we gotta score.
Now, in all honesty, the one guy that's being himself is Kyrie.
How many? But
Kyrie, like, fuck it, I'm getting buckets. I don't know what y'all talking about.
My thing is like this though, like Westbrook. He got no disrespect,
but even still, I can understand Harden taking a step back. He's taking more of the facilitator role. I get that because he's more like a point guard than Kyrie is. But KD, fuck passing the ball. Get a bucket, dog.
Hey, yo, P Nugget, I did around the horn them though, dog. I did. I put his ass in timeout, I muted him.
But how
definitely
say, how many games is in the season though, right? Because
they playing what 58 or something like that.
72.
72, my bag. Damn, they play.
I got a couple of homeboys pretty much trying to say some of the same stuff. And I'm like, yo, man, y'all gotta let these guys, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in the playoffs, bro. They're not gonna miss the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, what was it?
Took time.
You know, did Miami have the same energy? You know what I'm saying? Or was everything LeBron touched was gold? Because last time I checked, these are the same niggas that lost to the Mavericks in the final game of the season, right?
LeBron had the same problem.
Crazy.
When LeBron first got to Miami, when LeBron first got to Cleveland, even though LeBron team still reached the championship, it only clicked the first time linking up with somebody who was with AD. And I think that was more of a mental thing than physical. See, LeBron has grown up so much, and I don't know if people can realize this. His mental, it's not even about the physical. His mental level is so much higher now. Look, think about what teams was doing to LeBron in Miami and stuff like that. We're going to fall back and just let him shoot. That was getting in his head. He wouldn't even take a shot. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
No more.
You can't do that anymore. That's the reason why I think. That's the reason why I think the Nets getting together right now is even more dangerous, because when they figure it out, you're not gonna be able to say, "Well, we're gonna fall off one of these guys and let him shoot." That ain't gonna never be the problem.
You already said it. All they need is another a younger body at that center, and they'll be good. If, like I said, if I was them, I'm watching what the fuck Cleveland is doing, because one of them big dudes are gone, and I'm taking the first motherfucker that hit a waiver. I'm taking him.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Yeah, man, like people don't give you enough time to jail, right? Because they put them expectations on you and expect those expectations to show day one. If you show any type of struggle, chinks in the armor, it's like, boom, aha, I told you so. But then as the season progressed, and every time Brooklyn beat a good team, nothing said.
Crickets.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just lurk and wait for them to lose. It's no different. Even with the Lakers. The Lakers lost to Detroit. Boom, I told you, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Just one of the things is that folks just want to be right now versus trying to wait and see. And they see it. They see it with Brooklyn that slowly but surely everything they said offensively isn't true. It's still movement. Don't get me wrong. They don't have a true system. They still, it's more one-on-one, but it's sharing. It's like playing pickup. Like you might be on, but you're still looking for open guys. They still
figure it out, man.
Getting back cutters. Yeah, it's not like a true system. I will say this: anytime James Harden goes back to ISOing, that's when it get dangerous for Brooklyn, because you really see how much he holds the ball now when you know he got capable guys on the wing. Like when he picked to really do what he do, it's like, all right, James, we don't need this, because we done seen him be so unselfish. It's like, James, we don't need this. Just go. Like soon as the pick and roll, like soon as the pick comes, just go and then kick it.
This the only area I don't see them getting better in. Kyrie ain't gonna grow overnight.
No.
And in the playoffs, them possessions slow down. So Boom, you come down, take a bad shot. We coming right back down. Whoever Kyrie guarding, getting in the pick and roll and posting that little ass up, right?
Yep.
And foul troubles and open threes is coming from that. So that's the only thing. Is Kyrie gonna be willing to play almost like a sick
one thing
man?
I say, Kyrie went up against the best sniper in the league, and he was all right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, when they played against the Bucks, Drew Holiday put Kyrie little ass in the post.
Yeah, but Drew does that to everybody.
Yeah, Drew.
How many
much of a bucket Drew is.
Yeah, Drew does that.
How many guards really still have a post game nowadays?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's now he in the East where a lot of the guards do that though.
Yeah, but it's not one-on-one in the NBA like that anymore. If you on the court, like if any one of us on the court and we guarding Kyrie, LeBron, they gonna throw the ball to Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant gonna get a screen.
You gonna pick and roll and get the switch. Yeah, he just saying.
Like they gonna
do that.
Switch.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to come double team like soon as you see it. And again, like this comment says, their coach is a rookie. So as much as we say, how do they let those teams stay in game?
Don't coach defense.
Yeah, much as we look at the players, that voice from that sideline with the X's and O's can help you finish games. If you ain't got that common voice, everybody ain't gonna come to the same accord. Like, we know them dudes defensively.
See, with me, I'm really not even worried about them offensively. We all know that they're gonna get their eventually. They really need a big man, bro. They really need
a big behind DeAndre.
And if history repeats itself, they are almost locked to win a championship this year and next year. Think about the past. Steve Kerr was a rookie head coach that won. Tyronn Lue, rookie head coach that won. Go back to Eric Spoelstra. Second year head coach that won, but went to the finals in his first year.
And you got a generational talent, KD, like you got LeBron.
Nick Nurse. Bro, like in the past, everybody that's been winning have been winning either like they first year with the team or first year coaching or second year.
Last year's first years with the team, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was his first year.
That's a good point. I mean, that's a good point if you're looking at because we do that with me.
Let's look at the teams that they're going to. You're going to LeBron and KD based teams. You feel me? I mean, you got the one why, but we all know what would have happened that year if it was a healthy goal.
I would say the one time it did happen was when it was Steph missed the pass first. Let me talk about Draymond Green, man. and with all due respect, man, I just want his fans to have the same energy, right? Like when y'all,
he's gonna say something disrespectful.
Yeah, when y'all talking about 11 assists, 15 assists, 2 points. You don't need to score because he do all this and y'all do that. Why y'all don't have the same regard for Ben Simmons? Just why? Ben Simmons is
that team needs him to score, not be a facilitator. They need you to score. That's why y'all losing. Your style of play is not equaling wins like that.
Yeah, it's like Ben Simmons does what the 76ers asked him to do, right? They don't need Ben, and we just using logic. When you look at the team, you got Tobias Harris, you got Embiid. Embiid got to get the bulk of the shots. We know this. So he defers to Embiid. Now he defers to Tobias Harris. Then he makes sure Seth Curry get his shots. Ben plays within what they ask, and then we look at him on defense. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in all of the NBA.
Yes, clamp your ass.
What's his name? And Doc said he can truly guard 1 through 5. He said it on Up in Smoke. He said people don't realize how special Ben is because they compared him to the chosen one. But you give Draymond all this love for 10 assists, 11 assists, and Lonzo Ball got the same stats as him. And Lonzo trash.
Hey, I've never felt bad for if you're in the NBA and can't shoot. I don't care if you Shaq with big hands. That's what you get paid to do, to shoot. I'm never gonna have any sympathy for you. I don't care if you're 6'10", 7 feet, no, none of that. But the thing with Ben was it's gonna equal a lot. He's a great player all around except for the shooting part. I think that what hurts his teams is that he won't even take the shot. Now they winning right now, but when the playoffs start, when you get late in that shot clock and he needs to take that shot, think about it when whoever guarding him can always roam like he Troy Polamalu and help out of
We don't guard him. They let him. They sit at the free throw line. They don't guard him.
That's gonna make
doesn't his handoffs become that more lethal? Like if you at the 3-point line and Seth Curry comes towards him and they do the handoff, won't Seth get an open shot now?
Yeah, see that's gonna work for a game or two.
I'm just saying, like, but then if you come up,
what I'm saying is,
okay, I give you that, but then if you come up, now he comes into play.
My problem with Ben is I want him to get more aggressive tagging the cup. You don't even need a 3-pointer. You can get a decent mid-range. But the ball's so big and strong and skilled. Put your shoulder in somebody's chest and just attack the cup, bro.
Yeah. So basically, Giannis, you more like Giannis. Basically.
You want to be Giannis? Yeah, that's what Giannis. Yeah. But again, you see how we're discussing Ben. Now we talk about Draymond. But I'm saying he got Steph, and you know what I'm saying. Like you see how we're evaluating his game and saying, "Yo, this is what you're missing to take off to the next level." People just allow Draymond to be super deficient in shooting and still praise him. Like
that man is making too much money to be averaging 4 points a game.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, but check this out. I'm one of the people who've been saying this for years also. Bro, I used to always say Draymond is a product of a good team.
Yeah. It's last year.
Like, folks, like when he dropped 36 and all that, I'm like, bro, it's because of who he playing with.
He getting wide open pick and rolls to the basket because he worried about them two shooters.
Exactly. Folks don't understand how. I remember we used to play Halo. We had this cat on our team who was so sorry, bruh. Like, but he'll get a lot of kills because they'd be cleanup kills. Because he's on a good team. And we used to be like, bro, if you weren't on that team, you wouldn't get them kills. And every time he play somebody one-on-one or he play on equal teams, he don't do well. He gets 0 kills or 1 kill in the game. And he's like, I don't get it, man. It's because when you playing on a good team, it's easy for me to bust ass when I'm playing with Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Magic Johnson and them. You see what I'm saying? Everybody doubling them. I just got to stand in this corner and shoot a wide open shot.
I'm only basing it off of what y'all said. Not so y'all, but media was trying to say that Draymond was Charles Barkley. That was my problem.
Fuck dude.
That was my problem. Y'all said that he's Charles Barkley. That's what y'all said. I'm only judging on what y'all said that he was supposed to be.
There's a guy on my friends list that he don't come around like that no more. He was adamant about Draymond being better than Charles Barkley. He's a basketball guy.
It's not even Antoine Walker, bro.
I was
so check this.
Hey, Ben Baker. He's not even Ben Baker, bro. Like,
tell me this: why we don't have the same energy when we talk just comparisons of players? Period. When it comes to GOAT talks and stuff, like. I can look and tell that Charles Barkley was a way better ball player than Draymond Green. But Draymond Green got way more rings than Charles Barkley. We act like rings matter. To me, rings don't matter when we talk about somebody greatly.
Yeah,
rings matter. Robert Horry is the best, probably one of the best players ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like the ring, to me, when we
matter, Bill Russell's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Bill Russell is the most accomplished team sport athlete
ever.
And I take pride in not coming off as a hater because there's only 2 athletes in sports history that I ever not liked, and they made me like them. That's that damn Kobe Bean Bryant and that Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. But
man, don't you ever say his full name up here again? We hate.
I would never say that Tom Brady is the GOAT. He's the GOAT quarterback. Because I hate when I hear GOAT for a quarterback is not a football player, He's closer to a kicker than he is a football player.
Hey, yo.
You're not gonna tell me.
I definitely agree with that because I didn't fully hate Kobe because of his greatness. I hated Kobe because I was an Allen Iverson fan. So you know that shit went.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you when Kobe won me over. 13 straight games with 40 plus points in a row. Man, and I was watching all of them. I was like, this dude here is ridiculous.
What made me like Kobe was that even though they choked the series away, it was that Phoenix Suns series because he was busting their ass, bro. He dunked on Steve Nash and hung on the rim. I'm like, damn, I kind of fuck with Kobe now. AI was trending off. He was getting to his decline. So I'm like, you know what? I can't hate him no more. But when AI was in his prime, I hated Kobe, yo.
Nah. What did it for me was when he got with Gasol and they won that first championship without Shaq.
They won that with my boy Andrew Bynum, Jersey boy.
See, but look, that brought him down again a little bit for me because guess what? People act like Andrew Bynum and Gasol weren't balling back then.
They was.
Definitely.
Gasol was a problem.
His window was just super small, but he was balling.
People talk like Kobe won them 2 championships.
And they talk bad about Pau Gasol. They talk bad about Pau Gasol. 17-11. They talk bad about
That man had 2 big men that was double.
Now, every time a Gasol played Boston in the finals, KG would take his ass out the series.
KG and Perkins. Must we joke Perkins now? Perkins was all right in the paint, man. On defense.
Perkins did his thing for Boston.
He still don't play good enough to be talking trash about like KD and everybody else he be talking about, like just especially Kyrie.
Perkins a big
hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kobe had Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, Meta World Peace was balling then. Then he had Trevor Ariza.
I think Bynum was hurt when Bynum got so Bynum was hurt when Meta World Peace got there, if I'm not mistaken. That's when.
Nah, he still played, but he wasn't.
He didn't play that much. Though his knee was bothering him.
But we love to talk as if Kobe did it by himself. No one does it by themselves, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Orlando series, Kobe got busy.
I hate that narrative.
That Orlando finals, though, he got busy.
People can make you can't win by yourself in a fucking. I hate that narrative.
That's why Kyrie is actually a 1A on the final stage. Look at his numbers. He wasn't no damn Robin.
Hell no, he wasn't no damn Robin.
That's another reason I like Brooklyn, right? Like with Brooklyn, you have 2 players in Kyrie and KD where trash talk and what the media says about them does nothing against their game. You're gonna get them no matter what. You know what I'm saying? They don't affect them at all.
KD's an acceptable man. KD don't give a damn no more.
Yeah, KD don't.
KD don't even talk no more. He just come on the court and bust your ass, and you see it for yourself.
Yo, people get mad even when Kyrie showed leadership. Kyrie was like, you shouldn't work this hard just to put on an average display. Like we play average today. People got mad at him for saying
his defense was bad, and people still got mad at him.
Like, these same players in the media that be talking trash about Kyrie could not stand in front of that man, bro.
Hey, let me just say this, man. Stephen A. Smith. Come here, Stephen A. Come.
Check this out. I think KD be quiet now because I think he learned his lesson. Y'all don't remember how hard he used to go to bat for Russell Westbrook when he knew that people were saying the right thing. He knew that. Think about how that feels when you know somebody right about somebody you care about, but it's like you got to show them that you're riding for them, and then when you finally move on and they hate you, and you really was taken up like that's a fact. So he got to be careful with. He sees the potential that happened with Kyrie. He see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
let me hold on.
That Stephen A. Smith.
Let me talk to Stephen A. right quick. Hold on, let me set the mood, Stephen. I gotta put a little background music back. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go on attack right now, Stephen A. Hey man, Stephen A. Smith, you were so adamant when it came to Kyrie Irving when he took a step away from the game that he needed to retire. How dare him? Then when Kyrie returned, oh, this team is the worst. They're not gonna do this and not gonna do that. But then when they played against, who was they playing against when Kyrie went absolutely nuts? Oh, the Clippers. When they got all these top wing defenders and he clipping their ass up.
Make Kawhi look crazy that whole game.
They put Nicholas Batum on him. He supposed to be the defensive stop. You got Paul George, you got Kawhi Leonard, and y'all want to try to put Nicholas Batum on him. And even when he hitting the switch on Kawhi, hit the step back to the left three. He put Paul George in the blender, splitting their damn double teams. And then after that game, Stephen A. Smith, let me stop the music so they can hear me. You got the damn audacity, the flip-flop and mitigation, the gall, whatever you say, to say this team can win the championship. Max Kellerman almost left Earth when he said that. How do you go from saying this team is terrible?
If Max would have said that, he would have been like, see, this is why you're not allowed to speak basketball. That's why you're not allowed to talk basketball.
Come on, Stephen A, man. If you ain't the biggest flip-flop, like Kyrie, bro, KD, tell Kyrie don't talk to him. I don't know why you did to sit down with Stephen A after he talked bad about you. Kyrie don't ever talk to Stephen A again.
Hey, stay right there. Stay right there. Because since we on Stephen A. Smith, my problem with Stephen A. Smith, because I don't know what contract he signed, but for him to go and say, just kind of flipping a little bit, for him to go and say that Patrick Mahomes is out of the GOAT conversation is nuts to me. Like, what? Because he lost one championship to Tom Brady with a loaded team? And y'all, what? Like, come on, man. Like, these are the same people, cause it pisses me off, because these are the same people that get on Lamar Jackson and try to clown Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is only 23 years old.
Been to
the playoffs more than probably anybody ever his age. And has an MVP.
Go. Who?
Dude, like 25, 26.
Why you right there? Why you right there? Let me jump in. Why you right there? It's a quarterback that everybody all excited about that's going to the Rams. Let me know how many playoff games he don't won.
0.
Bro, they can start the league over right now, and everybody get to drafting. Whoever get the first pick, picking Patrick Mahomes.
Talk about.
Well, I had to even tell my man's this, because he was like, I don't know, Mahomes might be human. And I'm like, bro, what human is falling on his fucking face, throws a dart into the end zone, and smacks the man in his damn helmet? I said, bro, he was making throws I've never seen nobody do.
This show me that people don't know sports. My bad. I've
even told people, you feel me, everybody's all this, their window might be done. I said, bro, this might be the worst thing that ever happened for the NFL coming up. The Bills got punched in the mouth. You feel me? In front of everybody. You think that's not going to remotivate all them dogs over there to get back to where they was just at? Said, man, y'all crazy. They crazy for that, bro. And Stephen A is the shucking and jiving ass dude now. I don't pay that dude no mind no more, bro.
Yeah, why Blaze screen is frozen, but we can hear you clear though, so don't think.
I swear, look, that's why I thought he had stopped one time. I'm like,
we can still hear, but his screen ain't moving at all. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
Like,
let me back out and come back.
No, you good? We still hear you.
If anyone,
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, think about the past. Think about how that game first started and everything. They actually people don't understand how important momentum is in sports. Tampa Bay got the ball first, and they got stopped. Kansas City went down and got 3, right? Yeah. They was a little shook. So guess what? Kansas City guys come down and they dropping balls. It started with Kelsey. You got to think about it. This is a leader. Kelsey
Hill hit him.
Hill. That's what I'm saying. So if they catching any of these balls, if you keeping drives going and all that, you starting to wear their defense down, and they starting to second guess themselves. They already nervous. They like, shit, this team already ran by us like we won nothing. Now that you let them get a couple series in a row, like, oh, we can stop these guys.
Yeah.
Now you fighting in quicksand. You see what I'm saying? Because momentum matters in sports.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing last show. I said the same thing. I was getting killed.
I'm gonna bring this up, Hawk. I'm gonna bring this up, Hawk, because I meant to ask you this shit.
Okay.
Everybody's trying to say, and I don't think the game, there could have been a little rigging, but I don't think it was rigged. Tampa played great. But that interception, Sean Murphy Bunting did the same play in the New Orleans game, in the Green Bay game. Exactly. Both the interceptions swung the game.
Yep.
That same play with Evans should have not been called because they've been letting him play the whole playoffs. And no Tom Brady, Dick Boy, or Sutton Tampa fan can answer me. Why was that not called against Tampa Bay? But then in the Super Bowl, it's the same exact play, and you let it ride. That was a momentum changer because you got to think. The
same thing last show.
I'm not finished. Go ahead.
The punter fucked up that kick, so they already was like, it was going against him. That interception swings the whole momentum, and it was Honey Badger that caught it, who would have had the whole team up. So that's why I tell people, just because one play happened, don't act like it couldn't swing the game. That interception could have led to a big momentum shift, but instead they start getting soft with the calls, and that's what I didn't like the most.
Change the dynamic of how they can defend the receivers as well. Because
Hawk, we all Tampa been letting them play.
Yeah, with Tampa being allowed to be handsy as a DB, if something's not being called, you can continue to push the envelope until it's called. Now you know the line that you can go to.
And it wasn't called all playoffs, Hawk. Why would you
that play versus Mike Evans did not warrant a flag using the same.
If you go back and look at the film, you will see the way Davis was being aggressive with Kelsey. You can call the penalty down to every play.
Yeah, bro.
I don't
mind it being hands.
Let them play.
Yep, let them play.
Let them play because don't put the defense
we all been on this show for the whole playoffs, and we all been talking about how they've been letting them play the whole playoffs. Why wait to the biggest game of the season to start calling soft shit? That's what
did I say during the Green Bay game? I said, man, as a DB, you're gonna clamp that top shoulder like that. They're gonna grab that before they look back. That's natural. And if they usually call it,
when he's coming back, he's pushing the corner. When he's coming back.
And you're supposed to grab the hip.
I made a post about this. In championship games, referees should swallow their whistle unless it's blatant.
Let them play.
Well, and look, here's the thing. Here's my thing. Here's the only reason why I didn't think that should have been called. And people hate when I say this. The ball got tipped. He won't go catch the ball anyway. Now, if he got tipped and it would have came to him and he was like a second late or something like that, then you impeded.
And how Reed should matter. He was never an option in that play. That was a right now throw.
Mm-hmm.
He was never
break yet.
Thank you. So, like, come on, man.
I would do it like this.
And that's on top of the stiff arm that Mike Evans damn near gave old boy.
Yo, and I see
coming off that post.
And I see some of my DB.
Bro.
So some of my DB compadres are like, that's why technique come into play. You got to do this. And I'm looking at them like, bro, I understand you trying to teach the next generation. You got a perception you got to put on. But if you can have the damn road runner come downhill T-blade cut and be perfect, if a receiver push your ass in the middle of you coming downhill, it's going to knock you off of your break.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't grab and he get pushed off and a catch is made, y'all saying, man, you just can't let a receiver push you.
Hey, I got
his mind.
I got a suggestion.
Go ahead, bro.
And I wish I could speak to the competition committee. I think the rule should be this. If a DB engages you within 5 yards, he can stay locked on. I don't give a fuck if you run 60 yards down the field. My thing is this. If he touched you for the first time after 5 yards, that's all, because If I come up and hit you at 4 yards and we pushing on each other, I'm not gonna know that we at 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna know that. So you're not thinking that as a DB. You thinking I'm jamming his ass. I'm not gonna let him off easy. So I'm gonna keep pushing on him while he pushing on me. That's a disgusting rule, and I hate that you can.
Disgusting.
It can be 3rd and 26. They can call a 5-yard holding penalty as an automatic first down. That's the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah, I think it's dumb too.
Hey, Hawk, can you look up something for me real quick?
What's up?
What was on the Bucks pass defense through the season?
Oh, they're ranking?
Yeah, they're ranking.
Yeah,
they were pretty good. They was good. No, they was good against the run.
They were good against the run. So,
they definitely got better in the playoffs, but that is a great question. Let's look that up.
Because my point was that, holding any type of between the DB and the wide receiver, just as I said last show, it's going to be some type of hand fight, some type of holding. That's just what's going to happen.
They were 21st in the NFL.
You cannot tell me that on one side, you got all these calls on one side on the Kansas City defense. That you got all these guys on the Kansas City offense, like wide receivers that's been getting open every time that Patrick Mahomes bought time to get, let his wide receivers run loose. You gonna tell me that the 21st pass defense held these guys in check all goddamn game? And nobody got open?
Kansas City was 12.
Hey, y'all want to know a fun fact?
No touchdowns.
I want to just put this on y'all. It's funny as hell. So the backup quarterback the lineman that was replacing Fisher was the same lineman that got smoked in the Super Bowl for Cam. He gave up 4 sacks in that same Super Bowl versus Denver. So why would KC use that same lineman when you seen how he performed on the big stage already?
I did not know that.
Lineman, bro, you can go look it up. In KC, they're trying to put a petition to get him kicked out the NFL.
It's crazy, bro. Like even coming into the playoffs, Tampa weeks 9 through 16, they were giving up 264.9 passing yards a game, 72% completion rate, 105 QB rating. They garnered 19 sacks. It was a 16 touchdown to 4 interception ratio.
Right now, it seemed like that KC game woke them up.
Yeah. And then you got to think, Tyler racked up 300. So the QB from Washington racked up 306. I mean, I know they didn't have on him, but
it's crazy, man. Where was Sammy Watkins? Where was Sammy Watkins? Where was the other guys? Like
he been in all year.
I was saying that. During the game that we weren't seeing these guys.
Shout out to JaVale, man. JaVale in the chat. Shout out to JaVale.
When I looked at some of them plays, bro, not only were they playing cover 2, they was playing some like cover 2, sink the corner even deeper type shit. Because I saw so many times where they had 3 defenders deep. And I'm like, why are you throwing this ball deep? It got to be somebody open down low.
Somebody got to be open.
It was. They just wasn't taking it. Mahomes even said he was looking for the big play too much.
There it is.
Like, I have to get better at that because the underneath stuff was there. What just made me mad was Edwards-Helaire was running the ball pretty effectively, and they just
I thought he was
away from it.
And
but guess what?
I thought he did good too.
This what made me mad. If you figure, okay, we're going to, because Shannon keep on saying the only way you can beat a cover 2 is to run them out of it. You can't pass them out of it. I disagree with that.
You can take all the stuff.
What you can do is against a zone, you can force a zone to move to the other side of the field, and most DBs don't want to do that. Some tells a DB don't cross that field like that. Yep. So guess what? You can run your deep routes on the right side, have your receivers on the backside tighten down so they can run all the short stuff across the field to the right. So now you got all 4 of your receivers on one side of the field for a deep safety and a short corner.
Would you put that Andy Reid or Mahomes?
But they just kept trying to keep it traditional, keep it 4x4, and figure it out that way. No, now you got the defense balance. They know what to do in there. You have to make a defense be like, this
you got to overload them.
Yes.
You got to overload them.
Could have went trips over there.
That's what we said. I thought they was going to go trips a lot this game. I said that when we talked early in the week. They was like, how is KC going to deal with the Bucks playing press and this and that with Tyreek? And I was like, they should be in bunch a lot. Because now you got to give it to a side. Now you could dictate the coverage. Bunch dictates coverages that that they got, like, is it going to be cover 3 or it's going to be cover 2. Like, or if you see somebody on the point, they comboing at the top. It's an in and out. So let's run 2 ins or 2 outs. We're going to have somebody trailing by our route combinations.
This is what makes me mad about calling these coaches geniuses and all that, talking about with 2 weeks, what's called to do this? You wouldn't even need a half. I would have thought in 1 quarter, these jokers is staying in cover 2 and using the linebacker to cover Kelsey. Guess what? Kelsey finna go to my slot or far out. Let me see Davis cover the cheetah. I bet you he don't cover the cheetah. You see what I'm saying?
They should have just ran with the Cowboys, ran with Witten. Y option. That's it.
Yes.
I know hindsight is 20/20, but anytime you see a backer or backers that just want to combat your tight end, just give him Y option. He has the authority to run to the least resistant area and just turn and show your numbers. And it's just that's what Dallas used to kill people with. And I'm like, why do they ever go away? Every time it's third down.
With a slow tight end.
Romo broke it down one time. He was on TV. He was like, man, look, it's stealing. Why option? Just run it. You got a tight end, big body, run some good routes.
Especially the city runs that shit a lot. That's why I don't understand why they didn't do it.
Where was Le'Veon Bell, yo? Like, where was he?
But just to ask y'all a quick question, not to switch topics, but since you spoke up, my boys, I know you've seen the thing all in the media about the hype video and all that. Y'all think
that was disrespectful. But not having Dak in there, bro.
Yeah, everybody's making a big deal out of it and shit. But I ain't
gonna make no big deal about it though. I just like
people already even said after they released it, they forgot that they didn't put him in there. I still don't get how you didn't put the team starting quarterback in there. But
what game did he get hurt, bro? Like you just started from the game after he was hurt.
Yeah, right. You just forgot about
he got hurt like week 4.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, he said we dropping Jews for his man. Hey, yo, people do be. What did I say about Madden though? To your defense, P Nugget, like you gonna go in there trying to really.
I can give y'all some real jewels on Madden because that's what I do.
One thing I learned about Madden, you can't get too real life with it because the AI would just do some crazy shit. Like in theory,
you gotta play to the game.
Yeah, in theory, a dude to be open, but a damn linebacker that's 5 yards underneath a jump up and catch that bitch. Like
a Devin White, a Bobby Wagner. Honestly. You spoke out my plan because I sit in the damn middle with a crazy ass linebacker. Like even I use Seattle because they got Shaquem Griffin cheating ass at like 92 speed, and that motherfucker be all over the field, yo.
Yeah. Oh man,
hey, see, look, when it comes to being a defensive back, especially when you're in zone, when something go away from you, you looking for something to come back.
Yep.
You gonna always have that slight pause because you're looking for something to come back. Off that alone. I would have ate that goddamn cover 2 of
it. The cheetah coming back, you're going to get smoked.
You see what I'm saying? Especially if you already know. If you know what's this boy 17, if I'm on 17 on this side and he go away and I know cheetah on the other side, so I think cheetah might come my way.
To their defense, though, I think they were playing a mix. They were playing some 2-man. Then they played some cover 2, but it was soft. It was like a shell 2.
Todd Bowles called a brilliant game.
They wanted to make sure, period, they was going to jam Tyreek at the line just to, slow him down. It wasn't like to eliminate him. It was to slow him down because you got somebody over the top. If he was in the slot, you had a backer to the inside, so they was outside shade. So if he took an inside release, you try to clamp him and press him, and then they chip him with the backer. You got a safety still waiting over the top. Both safeties had their eyes on them. That's why I didn't understand why, like Rock said, why you didn't utilize Kelsey, split him out away from Tyreek, or even put him on the same side with Tyreek, because now you kind of force the safety to have to at least peek at Kelsey. Like if Kelsey go and run a bang 8 And if Tyreek run the over and then Kelsey come off a bang 8, that's safety's peeking at Tyreek, so he's not going to see that bang 8 until a half a step later. But again, man, it's easy to, and I always say that
Monday morning
when I
quarterback.
break down the game, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy for me to say what you should have did once I've clicked and looked at the coverage 5 and 10 times, and then now I come up with how to beat it.
Look,
if you remember, like I used to always say, yo, like when you're in the meeting room, I might tell Adrian McPherson this because we were doing something on the field, and they was like, all we gotta do is run this route, and I was like, all we gotta do is this coverage. He was like, all we gotta do is this route, and I was like, bro, whoever got the dry eraser pen last, gonna win. So that's basically what we're doing. Like we could draw up the defense.
Check this out, Hawk. Like with all that we have said, the key to this was this. And Todd Bowles and his players were able to recognize it. I truly believe this. Winfield and them boys are scared shitless of Kansas City receivers and tight ends. But they had this in their back pocket. Their best offensive linemen, 3 of them are out.
Yep.
So, as a DB, what's the first thing good pass rush is going to say to you?
Oh, going to let me sit down.
Quit playing so far off, bro. Don't be backpedaling, man. I'm going to get there if you can hold it for a split second longer.
Yeah.
So guess what? If we know we got a more dominant defensive line than your offensive line, Davis, all the boys playing so close and jamming and all that, because guess what? It's no way he going to have time to beat this.
Yeah,
and that's all we get credit to that front four.
Shaq Barrett's through the line every damn time.
Salute to the pass rushers, to Sue, to Shaq, to JP.
Even though Villa getting up a lot of space.
Yeah, they was getting
a lot of space.
That was a big thing for that defense before the playoffs, getting Vita Vea back to clog up that middle.
Yeah.
Why not scream the hell out of that team?
They tried one time, and D. Smith, Devin White was right there.
Devin White was everywhere.
Yeah, Devin White was every fucking where. Like they tried to screen. They tried to screen one time with the big. They tried to screen with Tyreek one time. And his when I say he got there, dog. Oh my God!
No, look. I'm saying like I would even run screens with the running back instead of just throwing. You're not gonna beat that fast ass team.
No. I mean, they tried to run into the backs a couple times.
I would have said, man, I would have had a center and a guard on White.
Hey, Rock, here's the thing.
And that's the thing.
Here's another thing.
Levante Davis still floating around too.
But here's another thing. How come you like put Tyreek on one side, have Kelsey and 17, and just throw a quick smoke to 17? Because they was backing off. They had to balance it out. Sometimes they was backing off. Like again, it's Monday morning quarterback. But I want to get the P. Diddy's question. He said, "Is that the blueprint to beat Kansas City now?" In theory, it is, but you don't have you gotta have the personnel, and you gotta hope that Patrick was very impatient. That helped Tampa.
I'm saying if you got a front seven like that, then yeah, it's the blueprint.
Say it again. Where?
If you got a front 7 like that, then yeah, it's the blueprint.
Yeah,
they might lose one of them. Levante David just stated today that he want to be the highest paid linebacker in the league.
Hey, good for you, man. Good for you. And then Mike Evans said he'll take a pay cut. This is what I want to say to Mike Evans.
Get your bag, young man.
Make sure. Hey, look, if you go that route, I applaud you. I don't like it because that's the type of. Here's the thing, Mike. Here's the thing, Mike. This is why I tell folks: you got people who are very unselfish and they get applauded. But while you're applauding that unselfish dude, it's somebody that's less deserving getting overpaid. So you may applaud Mike Evans and say, "Oh, this is what it's all about." But your job ain't gonna do no shit.
They also use it against other guys. How they be like, he don't want to win. See,
he messing up the bag for other receivers.
Yeah, that ain't fair.
He's been the face of the
Bucs. Hey Blaze, trust me. His phone got hit up by a lot of receivers from other teams saying, "What the fuck? You messing up the bag?"
Godwin was probably like, "Bro, what the fuck you doing, dog?"
Yeah, like, they gonna use Mike and say, "You see Mike Evans ain't." I'm like, "You see, Mike Evans got Tom Brady too."
My kids can't eat a Super Bowl ring.
For
They
real.
can't eat that. Especially if you already got one. If you already got one, fuck you, pay me.
Hey, look, and ladies and gentlemen, once you get a Super Bowl ring, a championship ring in any sport, that is automatic pay increase when you hit the market because they call you a winner. No matter, and y'all did this. No matter how good they are, they winners.
Darren Wilson.
You know what I'm saying? They winners. People love to say somebody a winner. So if they got a ring, what's the problem? That's all I'm saying. I'm keeping the same energy. That ain't my narrative. That's the narrative of everybody. Super Bowl ring. Oh, all he does is he's a winner. Like they say with JPP. He's never lost a playoff game. The 2 playoffs runs that he's had ended up in Super Bowl. You don't think AJ ain't? Hey, look, man,
just he lost more fingers than playoff losses.
Yep, they say he lost more fingers than he did playoff losses.
Wow. So hold on. Did he win 2 with the Giants or 1?
He was
one. The one before.
That's the only time he went to the playoffs.
That was Human Euro before he got there.
Yep, that was the only time he went to the playoffs. Was
hey, Giants defensive line was just
they had Justin that year too.
Hey, guess what? Hey, you know something that's crazy? I got a homeboy who played with Human Euro, DeMarcus Ware.
Are you talking about Brandon? Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, Brandon, my homeboy too, but I'm talking about Malone. All these guys was on the same defensive line. I said, bro, that is fucking cheating.
Human Euro and DeMarcus Ware?
Yes, God. And Malone played for the Texans. He was on that same defensive line in college. How in the world somebody was gonna stop them folks?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That boy D-Ware probably going into the Hall next year.
Yeah.
Oh, now that y'all here, I can ask y'all this: Megatron deserve to be in the Hall of Fame first ballot?
No,
not
just because of what they did to T.O.
I was about to say the same thing. T.O. ain't first ballot either.
What they did to T.O. and Chris Carter? No.
How? So that make my question valid if he asks that then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Does LaShawn McCoy deserve to be a Hall of Famer? He got 2 Super Bowls. Terrell Davis in
numbers too. Oh yeah, and I told him the rebuttal was gonna be what Terrell ran for 2001 season. That helped, but I didn't even feel like Terrell was a Hall of Famer.
I never felt like Terrell Davis was a Hall of Famer.
Is in the Hall of Fame. Well, yeah, shit, Shady's in there. Then Shady better than Terrell.
If LaShawn McCoy is a Hall of Famer, Frank Gore's a Hall of Famer too.
I believe Frank Gore is a Hall of Famer in my book.
Gore in the Hall anyway.
I believe Frank Gore belongs in the Hall because you want to know why? You got guys like Curtis Martin in the Hall of Fame, I think.
Yeah,
he should be. He should be.
So that means Frank Gore should be in there.
He should get it. Yes, he should get it. He better. Frank better. His longevity, his last numbers. I don't care what people say about that. At the end of the day, the top 5 all time. Easy.
Yeah. What's the best ability to have?
Longevity. Availability. Availability in my bag. I was multitasking.
Frank Gore don't have no. I don't think Frank Gore has any superlatives either. He just has like the yards. I don't think.
Yeah. I don't. He don't have a lot of that, but he just got that one whammy. That total yards.
Guess what? Folks better be careful. If mess around and get Frank Gore, they're gonna have a good ass running back at an old age on their team.
He's still capable, man. Like,
hey,
y'all heard about AJ today?
I'm gonna play for
Come out. Hold on. Wait.
That Super Bowl
if he want to be inactive all year, he could join because that's what he did to Shea.
He got to lose though, bro.
He got nothing to lose.
Just want to get his ring, bro.
Facts. I ain't mad at him. Go ahead, AP.
He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot.
Oh, he first.
Go get your ring, bro.
Yeah.
That's who need to go to.
I want to go to Kansas City instead, though, because I don't know if Tampa repeat.
I felt like we got cheated out of a good Super Bowl, bro. So
don't remind me, dog. I left to where I was at halftime. I was like,
see, like, and that's what make me mad about fans who don't know the game. Like, bro, I would have rather see both of them guys at their best That's what we deserve to see. And
That's what
see with Tom Brady.
I was so excited all week, and then
Tom Brady fans was like, "Yes, this is easier."
Man, that's crazy. We did not get to see
the only people that enjoyed that Super Bowl was Tom Brady fans and Buccaneers fans.
Hey, yo, last year though, I was so happy that KC was playing Jimmy G. I ain't even gonna front.
Man,
remember when them
you run that Jimmy G train.
Yeah, remember when dudes was open last year? Hey, when dudes was open,
Jimmy G fans go at. Remember they used to be on the show heavy.
They did. When last year, when dudes was open and he was letting it go, and then my wife was like, "Oh my God, can't see anybody give a touchdown." I was like, "Man, Jimmy G throwing that ain't gonna be complete."
But check this out. Tom Brady, we do all this great talk. Don't get me wrong, he's great. We can't take that from him. He could have. It's so many. All his Super Bowls, you can point to where he could have not won them.
Hey, look at Czar. Czar up here talking about somebody was playing flag football.
Tom Brady had just threw like 2-3 interceptions in the game. Had played bad in like what was that, Green Bay or New Orleans? No, that was Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers didn't capitalize. He could have easily. Look what happened. Your defense just stepped up for you. Kansas City defense ain't do that for Patrick Mahomes.
Green Bay got called in Green Bay. That never happens. Look, Green Bay got called for that pass interference in Green Bay.
But
never happened.
If you remember, even in the New Orleans game, New Orleans had a chance to take off on their ass, and they called that. They didn't call it. He got the interception, and they made that same call in the Super Bowl. Murphy Bunting. It swung that whole game in New Orleans.
Yep. Hey, yo, Rock, look what he wrote. Remember what you said before he came in? He always got to talk about that one high school victory in which we won state day.
Them guys.
We beat Michael Jordan when they lost 10 games that year. Who was one of the 10?
My homeboy do that. He's like, yo, y'all won a state championship. Don't forget the one team y'all lost to. I said, bro, half my team had the flu, bro. What the fuck you want me to do?
You don't remember telling nobody it was a monsoon and we were a passing team. That's our advantage versus they slow ass squad that was faster.
Hey, what you say, Blake? They don't tell nobody y'all had COVID first back then.
Yeah.
It was me and my other boy. Fucking the rest of our starters had the flu, and then our 2 backup bench players had caught the flu. So we playing with bum ass dudes. We lose by 2, and he.
Hey, yo,
look.
You know what's bad, bro? You know what's bad? So P Nugget from the same school, and he ain't gonna come to the defense of Czar. He just gonna laugh.
Hey, well, I know what it's like to play against a better team in high school, right? But people don't tell the full narrative. Like they just want to tell the outcome of the score because they beat you bad and blew you out, but they don't want to tell how, you know what I'm saying, how you getting off on their ass and how they playing you. I had lost my jersey before a game we had, right? Because I was playing around with a Ninja Turtle backpack at school, and I had put my game jersey in the backpack.
Which one? You was Raphael, huh?
Nobody could find my jersey. I was number 7. So the guy that wore number 2, coach took it off on. Said, "Well, he playing. Rock gonna wear somebody's number today." So I had to wear number 2. When we lined up on the field, the first play I was at wide receiver instead of running back. These folks' team did not even line up. Their whole team was doing this. They said, "That's him. He got on number 2. Shift." The whole team shifted over. They ain't want to tell the story how they had a guy guarding me press. A linebacker cheated out the box playing middle and then a safety over the top. Okay, I'm not going to get much. God damn.
Hey, Zara, you need to stop capping, man. What nobody crying after losing the first game of the year?
Oh,
that was squad.
Wait a minute. Y'all went undefeated after that?
Yeah, we ain't lose in 2 years after we lost to them that year in the monsoon. We lost because the monsoon.
I played one of them games, Hawk. I got a visor on. I was over here just losing. I'm like, bro, I can't see. He's like, that's the second pass that hit you in the fucking helmet. I'm like, bro, take this fucking visor off. I can't see, bro. The shit was so bad. It was just mud everywhere. And then that's the one team beat us like that too. And I'm like, bro, like, y'all got it. Y'all won by 1 in the fucking damn near hurricane. I said it wasn't even no fans left in the stadium.
Talking about he got a tape. He ain't got no tape. Anyway, so I will say this about Kickertan. Them fools, that was the one high school, like Coach Newsom, their coach knew how to play against our head coach. Like he knew his tendencies. So they always played us tough. But like P. Nugget said, ran off 52 straight games after they lost.
The only good thing about Kickertan was Gerard Mayo. That's the only thing that I.
Well, they got the best track athlete that ever came in through our area too. I forgot, dang it, what's his name?
Gerard was amazing. I said, this guy's a one-man army.
They got a couple of great players came from there. I ain't even gonna front, man. I always make sure people remember Javon Quillen. They tripping.
Put the classics today.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So, I forgot to ask you this, huh? Because remember, like last show, we was talking about how they always trying to give these awards to quarterbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got into an argument with one of my homeboys. He said that Devontae Smith shouldn't have got the MVP in that bowl game. He said it should have went to Mac Jones based off the numbers.
It was because how the numbers he put up in that first half that we had never seen like a performance.
Devontae was
I see what he's saying. Yeah, yeah, but it was so phenomenal that it put them like you saw he couldn't be covered. And I see what you're
saying.
It blew the game wide open already.
And then I will say this: what helped Devontae was he was a Heisman winner, and he was respected as like the best in college. Like Matt, like his is it Matt Jones, Mike Jones? Jones didn't have that respect.
Matt Jones, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that respect. If the tables were turned, like say if the tables were turned, right, and he was the Heisman Trophy winner,
definitely
no matter what Devontae Smith did in that half, they would have gave it to that quarterback.
Hey, check this out.
So
did y'all hear what the guy from the Titans said about Henry?
Mm-hmm.
That was a valid ass point. He said a quarterback gets the ball to somebody else and then they do all the work.
Yeah, you reap the reward.
Henry did every yard he got, he earned it.
Well, you know, he went through some open holes.
Seeing him win MVP.
It's like the Emmitt Smith talk. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to find a way to discredit him, but I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
No, remember what I said?
You know how long I had to deal with that Hawk? Everybody like, oh, your boy Emmett ain't really that good. I'm like, how the fuck do you lead everything in wrestling? You not that good.
Hey, bro, they did not watch Emmett. I argue this all the time with folks.
Hey, yo,
Emmett was not the greatest. Emmett was not the greatest at anything, but he was good at everything. That man blocked
a lot, though. Yeah.
If you really watch Dallas play, the way he would knock a linebacker on his ass, blitzing,
the sudden movements he made to make people miss in the hole was sudden.
Yes, the way he received the ball, all of that, man, that dude did everything.
Hold on, yo. How come this dude always come in? I'm gonna give him a solo. How come he always act like he uninterested when he joined the stream?
Hey, man, hey, I'm listening to all the great comments and the dialogue.
Oh, okay. Because you always got that face like we're annoying you.
Before my phone act up, I know y'all switch subjects. I'm gonna pull a clip. See, what he not telling you is this: we're gonna roll the tape. That's how he's smiling right now. We did play him in the monsoon. We out physical them. We had them boys 13 zip. They threw a couple of lucky touchdown passes. Last play of the game, your boy Curry roll out, throw an 80-yard bomb
to Baker.
My boy Mark Bako catch it by one hand at the 1 yard line. We pull Bako back. He don't get in. Here go Ahmad Hawkins. All in the end zone crying like he got shot in the back.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying.
Like this was church.
I'm not crying.
I'm gonna roll it. No, bro.
How do you still have these floppy disks?
Bro, it was horrible.
Yo, first of all,
Grabbers had the Holy Ghost in the end zone. They crying. Oh my God. Oh gee, they was crying in the end zone.
Oh, man.
So what are you gonna show us this footage on the IBM floppy disk computer?
See how a man cut the caterpillars and he start acting funny? cut the caterpillars on his face. You want to act
man. Hey, look, check this out, Playboy. I'm happy you got that win. But in December, how we look when y'all was watching this in December?
Hey, man, we're not going to turn this into the reverb, 757.
The rebuttal.
Like I said, I personally, I made y'all. All right, I made y'all. Y'all couldn't stop. What was it, number 89? Y'all couldn't stop number 89. I said it before. I say it again. Y'all couldn't stop. You ask any crapper about number 89.
Go ahead. Keep going, because you're crying.
No, I ain't crying, bro. I ain't crying.
Y'all two niggas need their own show, y'all. I swear to God.
Hey, look,
it's ironic you said that because Jamie said, Jamie who on the screen, Jamie on the screen right now said that yesterday, said we need our own show, but we couldn't have our own show together because this shit ain't scripted. Like this is just pure.
Yeah, this off the
we couldn't write this.
Genuine.
We couldn't have a show.
Y'all two niggas need a show. I swear to God, I will.
You feel like you gotta like kind of be cordial and agree some. So we got a common ground when we could guess on each other's show. That's like, nah, forget you. I'm gonna say what I want to say. If we had a show, then that comes into play. Like I couldn't cut him off. Like on his show, he don't let me talk. When he on my show, I cut him off. Like screw him in this damn.
That's how my man is on our
Wu-Tang shirt on too.
They're off left and right. Especially because my man was town rider.
Is that a printed W or in cursive?
First of all, this is Walmart. Walmart tripping. I said,
whoa,
don't. I threw it in the washer. Look at it, all starting to fade and crack.
Hey, yo,
said, man, come on.
Jamie, I know you said like a W no more. Jamie put up there about Wilhelmina. You know you want better than Wilhelmina, no basketball either. Believe that.
Who?
Who over there? You
talking about Stroud?
Wilhelmina. There's only one Wilhelmina.
No, she was good. She was
great.
But look, there's a clip of me playing basketball.
Let's get a close up.
And we had post me up. We had Brett Harper and Ski and all them. I had my own, bro. Y'all had what, Taven Garrett in there and
you got in the game?
I was banging it, bro. I was in 10th grade banging them, bro.
Did y'all just say he not better than the female basketball player?
Wilhelmina is way. Wilhelmina was WNBA.
I'm not better than her. I'm not gonna take the bait on that because
he's stronger than her.
Because he's trying to bait me.
High school game was
like a feminist thing. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say you got that. I'm not
gonna
do that.
Put her idea up.
I'm not gonna do that.
I got a story for you, Hawk. My first high school basketball game, I started as a freshman, all that shit, was against motherfucking J.R. Smith, bro.
Yeah, Wilhelmina played football at Armstrong too in Reckley. My bad. Go ahead, Blaze.
Nah, my coach goes, yeah, as soon as he calls half court, you got to be on him. Well, I'm a freshman. I'm like, man, this nigga lying. He ain't pulling from half. I lie to you not, Hawk. This nigga JR took a step over half and pulled that bitch the first 3 times I played him. Made every one. That's when I knew. I was like, damn, this Jersey basketball shit is real, nigga.
My cousin used to coach him back in the day.
Hey, yo, my man, he got
a monster in high school, bro.
Where your chip said? Go ahead.
J.R. Smith claims he's better at football.
Ooh,
he was nasty in football too. It's just his high school didn't have a football team, but he his freshman year was good as hell.
My bad. What'd you say, Darren? We cut you off.
No, you good. I said my cousin used to he used to coach him when he was little. When he was younger. With JR.
Was an animal.
Yeah, I got a question I want to ask y'all because I always thought about this. Like, I know what it's like to see DeJuan Wagner. I know what it's like to play against guys that go pro, right? Who was in high school, who was that deal, right? Because I was cold, but I was short. But I know what it's like to play against a guy, you know, like, man, this is an NBA guy. This guy gonna be the truth. He the shit.
You played against DeJuan?
And they get to the NBA and they ain't shit compared to a LeBron and a Kobe and stuff. So they be making me wonder, like,
I'll do you one better.
Those two.
I'll do you one better. Y'all remember Elon Lewis?
Mm-hmm. That went to Phoebus?
Yes.
Yeah. They ran for all
everybody thought he was gonna be the guy until he got to Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Yo, Jamie said stop capping about Wilhelmina too, head.
Man, wait. You know what? Since we're gonna bring that up, there was a guy when I was in Phoebus had that D tackle, what they call him, Debo.
Yep. Kicked your ass.
I got a question. I looked at the measurables, bro. D tackle, and he was about what 5'8", 5'9".
Measurables? What are you talking about? This Manscaped promo?
No, I'm serious, bro. Like, no, when Phoebus was on their stuff, they had a D tackle. And I swear, he on film, he looked about 6'8". I looked at the size and everything. He went to West Virginia.
Whoa.
I didn't see that working out, bro. Like Rock said,
you gotta add some balls.
You see this? No, I'm saying you see these guys.
Hold on. I just want to help you. I seen the dude's size. Oh, bro. You say I seen like.
Hey yo.
No, I looked at the measurables, bro, and I'm looking like that's not even Big E's size, bro.
My God.
Yo.
I'm just saying.
I know you said. I know.
What? I'm saying, bro. I looked at this. I went on the internet. And looked at the roster and said, let me see how this guy look. Man, hey, bro, he was. That was.
The Eagles trying to trade with the Texans.
Damn, I knew his phone was jacked up because he was doing good at first, and then it started skipping.
They finally got somebody to trade. They finally got somebody to trade with.
Nah, he got an iPhone 3 or something.
Bro, I do not want the Eagles to get no Deshaun, bro.
What's Deshaun?
Watson.
The Eagles trying to trade.
Yeah, look. Hey, Rock, hold on, Rock.
They want to give up.
Philly is going to do what they always one bad season.
Let me finish. I'm just reading what I see here. It says Eagles are trying to swing a trade with Carson Wentz and they add additional first-round picks for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
They're going to love him for one season.
Hey, can you break down the importance of Deshaun Watson for a football team as a quarterback? Can you break that down for us?
Say again?
Can you break down the importance of having Deshaun Watson as your quarterback? Go.
Hey, if y'all get Deshaun Watson, I'm pulling a Celtic pride. I'm telling you now.
Man, I'm not a fan of Deshaun Watson, bro. I told you already.
He go with his AOL internet.
Look,
he done.
I told you why we don't want Deshaun Watson. And plus the weather bad too. He can't go in that weather, man. You tripping.
While the black quarterback got small hands.
How you tripping, bro?
Yo, dog, you tripping. Yo, it's amazing you said we tripping.
No, y'all tripping, bro, for real.
You happy to keep it Taylor?
I love more than you is your internet because it know when to just serve you. Shut the hell up, Juice. I don't even have to. Hey man, you gotta upgrade your phone, bro.
What you using, a razor?
I know it's coming, bro.
Hey yo, look at your boy. Come on, he can't be this thirsty, man. Look at Agent Peterson. I ain't know he did all this.
What he do?
He put up a jersey video and said, "Sign me, Bucks."
Wow.
AP need that ring. AP said, "I'm not retired."
You can't be that big, dude. That's what's
going on with AP, bro.
And you know why that's scary? That's one man in sports who I won't doubt him neither. A motivated is scary.
AP will still run your ass the fuck over.
That's what I'm saying. That man get with the right team that ain't worried about age, which Tampa Bay will be a good one because you got an old ass quarterback that's gonna say, "Hey, we're not gonna treat him his age. We're gonna treat him his ability." So Adrian Peterson will get out that bitch and try to catch the rushing record.
Hey,
at the least make him a goal line running back. He'll get in.
No,
Tony Wheeler was a track guy. That's who I was talking about. Tony Wheeler, best track athlete that come from.
Yeah.
Good God.
Hawk, not to get off the story. When do y'all basketball league that you be involved in start up there?
June. First weekend in June.
Can I play in that? Being out of town?
If you could get here.
Yeah, I'm once I get on that Delta, I'm be playing
Yeah. As long as you get down here on Sundays, you can play.
Oh, it's on Sundays. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, Sunday all day from 12 to
my Saturdays be too epic. especially in the summertime.
Oh, everybody Saturdays be epic. They're playing the league too, and they be out there about to die. Dehydrated as hell.
Come up there. I'm definitely not driving from Jersey all the way to VA on the hungover boy.
For your Hennessy, it be, oh my God, you be like, God.
But man,
they look like they be having some fun, bro.
Huh?
I said y'all look like y'all be having some fun.
It'd be fun as hell. Right, my man 40 right here, he'll tell you he used to make the drive too just for the game.
See, like in my area, we used to do shit like that, but you know, I'm not in the best fucking area, so unfortunately, that shit had got shut down because
where you at now?
The game, shooting at each other after the game. So, bitch, I see shit like that. I love seeing shit like that.
Man, he where they shot New Jersey Drive at.
Yeah, he out there.
I'm in Trenton, New Jersey.
Ooh. Okay.
It's rough. It's rough out here.
Yeah. Well, there's the reason I don't go visit family. I got family in Jersey. I don't visit them no more.
You feel me? I'm the hood kid that got to leave and go outside of Trenton, and I ain't never come back, bitch.
I always love going to different cities hooping, and you know, people gonna automatically underestimate you just off of size and all that alone. I be loving it.
Hey yo, my dog
hear your accent, they gonna be like, oh, this can't ball.
Hey Blaze, my boy 40 said he coming to like he said he gonna make at least 3 trips. He coming from Jersey.
I mean, come to Ewing, New Jersey. Don't come to Trenton, New Jersey, because I don't want you coming out there.
hey, dog, he ain't got the issue going nowhere. Trust me.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're right. Yeah.
But just think about this, Hawk. I'm from Trenton, and I don't even like going to Trenton. So nah, you feel me? I'm good.
I got family that's still in Newark and in Irvington. You think I go back there?
Jamie gave you a shout out, Rob.
Same thing, though.
Jamie gave you a shout out, Rob. She said she
I ain't going to Newark either. Newark hate us.
So I question about Wheeler, right?
I appreciate that.
Was Wheeler faster than well, you say he's probably the best track athlete. Was he better than Percy?
Yeah. You go to the track database, his times was fast. I mean, Percy wasn't a track guy, like Percy was just gifted. Wheeler was that deal.
I'm confused, like you do not think greatness like that when it comes to Virginia, but when you break Virginia down, y'all done had some motherfuckers come through there.
We got some hyenas out.
You know the G-League start today, yo?
I don't know, man, but you know me, I'm gonna be tuned in for a highlight or two.
I'm just watching the game at 3:30 because
shout out to Derrick Rose. He got traded for Dennis Smith Jr.
Why do they hate on Jello so much, bro?
Jello? Oh, you know why? Because
but my thing is this: coming up, he has been the better basketball player out of all 3 of them their whole life.
Jello or Melo?
Jello.
Jello
better shooter. Jello. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, in the NBA they want buckets. Why won't a team? This what make me mad about my Lakers. Don't get me wrong. I know why Jared Dillon is on the team. Every team needs that guy that keeps the morale on the team in that perfect setting. But I wouldn't have him on my team over Jello.
Hey, Rock, man, don't make me kick you out.
I'm serious. Like, bro, you can't.
Man, have you seen Melo ball? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Melo is the truth, though.
Melo is the truth. So that's what I'm saying is, look at the opportunity Melo is being given to shine. Melo,
my dog about to get you, man.
Listen, every team that Melo and Jello has played on together, who has not been the unquestioned leader and go-to guy of that team? Jello.
I don't think Melo was ever the leader with all of them, with playing with any of his brothers because he was younger.
Yeah, that got a role to play in it. But I'm just saying,
Melo got everything.
This is what folks don't understand about sports. Do y'all know we would not see Steph Curry as the greatest shooter of all time if he ends up with the wrong coach?
Agreed.
That's agreed.
I mean, greatness, timing comes with greatness, right? Like you just like we could all say if Barry was on this team, if Barry was on that team, but would we be glorifying him as much? Because we glorify him because of his sudden quickness, the highlight reel runs of retreating and duking people they got in the backfield. So if you with Dallas, it's open holes and you just seeing him be like Emmett, basically, right? So you're probably
until you look at his college stats and realize how ridiculous he really was.
No, but what I'm saying, but that takes me to my point. Like, we punish Emmett because he had clean holes and Barry didn't. When we talk about comparing the two, you know what I'm saying? So like, we don't do that with Eric Dickerson. We don't do that with Eric Dickerson, but we look at his highlights. Eric Dickerson going through them janks like, pew! He threw them holes, but we don't. It's just that the Cowboys' offensive line was glorified for being great, so we take away from Emmett. Same thing people are doing with Barry Rice now. They say, well, he played with Steve Young, he played with Joe, and then Rich Gannon was MVP. So they
stick him.
And y'all Cowboy fans, man, I done seen Emmitt Smith make so many people miss.
Emmett was nasty, bro.
Yeah,
people act like Emmett was sorry.
He the person that made me love football.
He went over 900 yards with the Cardinals when he was like 50 years old. That year further let me know that Emmett was nice.
Exactly.
Boy,
I don't get how he got away with that terrible. Like, it don't look like Emmitt Smith worked out a day in his life. Like, he just did squats.
Yeah, he just did squats. And
yeah, like, other than that,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. That's a good point, Darren, about Barry college, because people don't realize his college film was stupid.
Yeah, teams used to say this. Teams used to say, don't hurt.
All right, bro. I get with you, bro.
Teams used to say, don't hurt Thurman Thomas because we don't want Barry Sanders to get in the game.
Yeah, I heard about that joint. Hey, yo, PD, what's good with you, man? I see you came back.
Yeah, I was watching y'all boys, man. Y'all be having me rolling, man. but now I had a question for y'all. So somebody said, is the question they asked, why does the league make the quarterback the most important position? And my rebuttal to that was, the quarterback is not the best player on every team. And they said most likely they are. So do you feel like the quarterback is the most important position, one, and in the league right now, is the quarterback the best player on every team?
Quarterback gotta be. I think they gotta be the most stable. Like, you need stability at that position.
It's the easiest to sell too.
Yeah,
market wise, is the easiest to sell.
Yeah.
A quarterback, in my opinion, is the most important position, but he's not the best player on the team always.
Who said talk about
like Lamar Jackson is the best player on his team at quarterback, but it's other teams who got better. Aaron Rodgers is the best player on his team at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But his teams, like Tom Brady, is not the best player on his team, in my opinion. Best player.
It's only 5 teams that really probably quarterback is the best player.
Now, Bowman said if the quarterback not the best player on your ass in trouble, and I disagree with that because we've seen more mediocre quarterbacks win Super Bowls. We've seen a lot of them. We've seen a lot of them. I just think it just depends on the makeup of your team. Like, what's your strength? Like
Trent Dilfer, man. What are you talking about?
Like was Terry Bradshaw the best player on the Steelers?
No. And that's what folks fail to realize. If we go back and line up these Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, it's only a few quarterbacks who have willed the team to win Super Bowls.
He said
most of the time the team is better. Most of the time the team is better, and the quarterback goes along for the ride.
I think
Mike Evans.
You think Mike
Evans, Devin White are probably the best players in Tampa.
I think D. White their best player. They're back.
Right.
I do.
Man,
but you need stability though.
It's a lot of players on that team that's better at their position than Tom Brady is considered as his. But this is what people fail to realize. That game.
Eli Manning the best on the Giants. I don't think Eli was better than Strahan.
No.
I don't think
he wasn't better than Tiki.
Kurt Warner. They picked Kurt Warner.
Troy Aikman wasn't the best.
The quarterback for the Rams.
Kurt Warner wasn't.
He was bagging groceries.
He was nice.
You put over Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce.
Marshall
And-
Falk was the best on that
The
greatest.
Marshall Falk.
Yeah.
Man,
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all the only place where it gets tricky, where it's hard to say, them Bill Walsh 49ers, like, was it Joe Montana or was it the other guy?
Ronnie Lott was the best player on that. Nah, Jerry. Well, Ronnie and then Jerry. I mean, I got them over Joe, but Joe was nasty. That's what I'm saying. You got to have stability there,
right?
Man, because
don't turn the ball over.
We're not gonna say Rex Grossman deserved 13 wins when they lost to Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying, but he was stable enough that he didn't give the game away. So you need a quarterback
John
would give the game away.
John Elway, when he was in the Super Bowl,
he won the Super Bowl. He wasn't the best.
Bruh,
nah.
I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, but I've never thought Troy Aikman.
Troy was never the best on their team when they was winning. He was stable though. Like so
he was stable.
So I will say they are the most important as far as you need. That's what you definitely, if you're not stable, it's definitely gonna show. You can't mask it.
Right.
Because they deal with the ball so much. So I will concede and say you need a quarterback in a sense of don't fuck this up.
Check this out.
Don't turn the ball over. Don't get us beat.
Oh, on my phone about that. Check this out.
Russell Wilson. Why do I stop it, man? If I mean Ronnie Lott was that special to me, bro. Like, why? I'm serious.
Russell Wilson, the best. Russell Wilson, the best player on his team, right?
Yeah.
Look what that has gotten him. But when he was a player amongst a team that was good, he won a Super Bowl. Folks don't understand. We put too much into these quarterbacks, bro. They are one part of it. Like, I'd rather have me a quarterback that's not going to lose it for me, but he ain't finna be no spectacular nothing and just wheel me some games. I'd rather have him and spend money on my defense and the offensive line and all the other stuff than to go out here and break the bank on the quarterback.
You know, the best way to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion, is to have a quarterback that can make plays when you need to, but you don't need him to carry you.
Exactly.
You just need him to play smart. We could be balanced. When I need a throw, you give me the throw, but I don't depend on you to always make those throws all game. Like, you got quarterbacks.
That's why they don't want to pay Dak. That's why they don't want to pay Dak, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, and I think that's the greatest thing. That's what makes Tom so great, is that Tom knows that, fool, I ain't got to have no special arm like Aaron Rodgers, and I always ain't got to throw the ball like them, like Drew Brees and them. But when I'm called to do it, I do it. But I'm also smart enough to know that, I'll play field position. I'll be a game manager. You can say what you want. I'm just trying to win. That's what I do respect about it. He don't get caught up in feeling like he gotta be the guy to win. Like, even the Super Bowl he just won, man. Like, he was more happy that Gronk balled out than what he did.
You know what's crazy though, Hawk? That man is able to adjust down to, okay, mediocre play or superstar level play. Like, when we look back on this 25, 30 years from now, our folks gonna see, not only will they see his 7 is different than like a Robert Horry, right? When you look at Robert Horry, he was part of a team, right? But Tom Brady, he probably gonna lead the league in passing yards history, also with 7 Super Bowls.
Longevity, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Damien? Hey, Damien, had the Steelers got 6 championships. Has their quarterback ever been elite?
They're gonna say Ben.
Trent Dilfer, quarterback that won elite. The Bucks last Super Bowl, the quarterback won elite.
Look, I know
won elite.
We could name, like, he's being facetious. We can name more than 3. But when you think about Super Bowl winners, a lot of the elites don't really win them.
They don't.
Doug Williams was no elite quarterback. What we talk about?
Oh, shit.
He would.
I didn't want to say his name. Hey. No, you could have pumped the praise.
It's Black History Month, man. It's Black History Month.
Damn, you just hurt my heart.
Joe Flacco won elite.
Exactly.
Jacko Flacco.
So here's the evidence we know that we're gonna call out. We know we're gonna say Trent. We know we're gonna say Brad Johnson. We're gonna say Eli ain't elite.
Flacco.
Nick Foles not elite.
Nope.
He played good, but he's not elite. Terry Bradshaw. We don't consider Troy Aikman elite, even though his peers say for what he did in his day, he was elite.
John Elway won a league at the time that he won it.
Yeah, at the time when he won,
he was not elite.
Hey, Bowman, don't. Hey, don't do that because I can go in my head. Notice I'm not at the.
Name quarterback that ever wore a Giants jersey that won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Phil Simms wasn't elite. Jeff Hostetler wasn't elite. So he said Troy was elite. I don't think Troy Aikman was elite. So I'm giving you who I feel like is elite. You said name them. I'm giving it to you. You can't combat who I'm putting out there that I felt like wasn't elite. I'm just like you don't think Joe Namath elite, and people think he is because he's in the Hall of Fame. It's the same thing. So let me keep going because I was.
Russell Wilson wasn't elite when he won it.
Brady wasn't elite on the first three. Brady wasn't elite on the first three.
He was not.
He was the guy.
They rattling off a lot for you right now, 40. No, we said Elway wasn't elite at the time in which he won the ring. Pay attention, bro. When they won the ring, were they considered still elite? Was Elway still considered elite his last 2 years in the NFL? Bowman, I've always said Troy Aikman wasn't elite. I've made posts and said he wasn't elite.
You know, we can look up numbers to tell you that he won't. Come on, man.
Oh my God! So more interceptions than touchdowns is elite. What? Hold! Wait a minute, 40. What are you, bro? You asked me to give you quarterbacks' names, and I'm routing them off. How do you have an issue? You asked me the question. I'm answering your question. Just because you realize you fucked up by asking that, and I'm routing off way more than 3. You can't do that, brother.
And guess what? A lot of times in the Super Bowl, the losing quarterback was better than the winning quarterback.
40, I'm going to ask you again. Was Elway elite the last 2 years that the Broncos won the Super Bowl? Yes or no? Was he still elite? Just like was Peyton Manning elite the last year he won the Super Bowl? I'm saying current elite guys, not that they ever reached elite status. When they won them, were they elite?
Peyton Manning Denver was not elite.
Like when we look at quarterbacks and they name elite and why they're named elite, if they won the Super Bowl, you'd be surprised. Just like when they say when you finally pay a quarterback, you usually don't win the ring. Unless they take a discount. Like Brady's the exception to that. He took, you take a discount, you get incentives. He's the one that's still been winning. I think Breeze might have won after he got paid, but you usually see quarterbacks win after they get their huge payday. And that's been something that everybody's tried to research.
Check this out. Who's the better quarterback? I know he was better this Sunday, but who the better quarterback? Brady or Mahomes? 9 out of 10, you're going to take Mahomes. I'm saying right now, when Nick Foles beat Brady, you would take Brady over Foles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When Troy Aikman beat Jim Kelly, I'm taking Jim Kelly over Troy Aikman all day long.
Oh, just look when Jim Kelly lost his Super Bowls too. Mark Ripken wasn't elite. Oh, that's another one. Damn, I forgot all about Mark Ripken. We talk about Jeff Hostetler and Phil Simms and them. But damn, I ain't even think of Mark Ripken. Shit. Man, look, don't let me go to the computer and just list up Super Bowl winners and just look at. I'm doing this off the top. I ain't even looking at nobody. Who else? Let's go all the way back. Super Bowls, all the way back. Let's rifle through some more Super Bowls. We already said Flacco.
Think about how many times Johnny you lost.
He was the winners. Was Joe Namath? Nah, Joe Namath. That wasn't Super Bowl, right? That was a championship. So
that was Super Bowl 3.
So he's not elite.
No, he won elite though.
Was Stabler? Was Stabler elite?
I don't know.
Nah,
so Bowman says Elway was elite his last 2 years. Once you get to elite, it don't fall off. Whoa.
Ben wasn't elite his first year he won.
So that means Adrian Peterson is still an elite running back.
No, he's not.
But that's his standard, so that's what he's saying.
Whoa.
So that means Jerry Rice, when Jerry Rice is playing for,
when he got cut from Seattle, he was still elite.
Yeah, he was still elite. Yeah.
Yo, Bowman, come on, man. Chill, B. Chill, brother.
Yeah, what's my boy number 11 out there with the Cardinals? He's still elite, huh? Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry ain't elite no more, but his career is elite. But he ain't elite no more.
Is Michael Jordan still elite, huh?
Michael Jordan was trash with the Wizards. He was not elite. You can't use mental. Oh my God, yo, 40. Now you moving the fence, bro. You realize you messed up, bro. I get it, man. I get it, bro. It's all good, bro. It's all good. But you ain't got to start like you up this mug. You bobbing and weaving for real off the ropes. You trying to dodge them like that.
That's the moral is the point that I guess we always trying to make is we put so much emphasis on the quarterback position, like they are out here willing people to Super Bowls, and that's not what's happening.
You know how you fix that?
Mm-hmm.
You take the yak stat away from a quarterback yards, and then that'll really tell you how good a quarterback really is. Because a lot of, especially in the beginning, Brady was a king of dink and dunk, right?
Which
a lot of
to me, that takes IQ to be dink and dunk. People think that's reading and deciphering.
I also feel like this though. In that same breath, I always felt like interceptions should be labeled who fault it is. Like a receiver can drop a ball and it fall in the defense's hand and still go on the quarterback. I think that's so unfair. Because when it's all said and done, you're like, man, he threw 100 interceptions. You're like, how many of those was drops and tips?
So check this out. So 40 said he felt like we changed the narrative from running back, playing that 40 or quarterback. That makes sense. Like he does that. He gets he identifies one little thing and he don't care about the rest. So let me go back to what he said. You said once they elite, they always elite. But in the same sentence, you said it was just Peyton Manning was hurt all that year. Was he still elite when he was on the field? Yes or no? Was he still elite? Like every time, because once you elite, it don't never fall off. So
he was some elite boo-boo.
Hold on. When he played versus Cam in the Super Bowl, was Peyton Manning elite? Yes or no? And that's all I need is a yes or no to that question, because that'll tell me a lot. Because you said once they're elite, it never falls off. So I don't even know why dude's retired then.
Hey, that's what I feel like. We just watched Super Bowl 50 all over again this past Sunday.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did. I don't know. It was worse. I ain't gonna lie, because Cam's wide receivers didn't show up at all. That was pretty crazy. And plus, you got to think with that defense.
Hold on,
as good as Tampa Bay defense is, it's not as good as Denver's was that year.
Okay, so I never said he was hurt. I said he played like shit. He won't even good. Okay, so he wasn't elite. So he played off. He fell off. Yes, due to injury. Okay, so your shit about once they're elite, they always elite doesn't hold any weight anymore. You killed it with that right there.
You can only go by this stuff on year-to-year basis.
Yeah, like I didn't bring it up. Whoa, bro. I use Peyton Manning as the example because you said once they're elite, they always elite. So I said, what's Peyton? Because we all know that Elway wasn't playing at an elite level his last 2 years. He will tell you that. We all know Peyton Manning wasn't playing at an elite level because you even acknowledge that. So just because you were considered elite at one time, you made the statement of saying, we all know, you said name 3 quarterbacks who weren't elite when they won the Super Bowl.
We named a lot.
So, named a lot.
And
a whole lot.
So look, so throw Elway away, throw Troy Aikman away, throw Peyton Manning away. Say we don't even bring them up. We still gave you names that you couldn't argue. We gave you every Giants quarterback that ever won a championship. We gave every Ravens quarterback that ever won a championship.
Every Ravens quarterback.
We gave you every Redskin quarterback that ever won a championship. That's the and you just got the first Tampa Bay Buccaneer quarterback that was elite that won a championship. So
yeah, you see, Tom was elite this year. People got to realize he threw for almost 5,000 yards still.
So
when Miami was undefeated, who was their quarterback?
Greasy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this is a statement. I don't know why you brought this up, Bowman. Playing at elite level don't mean putting up the same stats to me. I never said it's nothing about stats. I never said nothing about stats. I can look and tell you, like, Troy Aikman wasn't an elite quarterback to me looking at him. It just wasn't. I'm sorry. But you're the one in defense. You're the one, when you talk about Joe Namath, guess what you talk about, 40? Stats. You say interception and touchdowns. You brought up a stat to validate why Namath wasn't elite. But now you're trying to tell us we can't look at stats. And then you say, fuck a stat. But you brought up a stat with your name. Like, I'm confused, bro. Like, you.
I hope this analogy works. Like, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like a catering business, right?
Bobbing and weaving.
It's like a catering business. Your team is the actual food and the people that prepare all the stuff, right? Your only job is to deliver the shit. Just don't drop it, right? Yeah. That's what some quarterbacks have been. Just don't drop it. You know, just don't drop the meal. Everybody else took care of everything, the cooking, the preparing, and all of that. You act like these quarterbacks are preparing the whole meal, delivering it, and everything. They're not doing that. They got a whole team around them that's winning it for them.
Facts. Hey, but look what this next statement said. You can't have more effing interceptions and touchdowns and even be good, let alone a effing Hall of Famer. Okay, so that's your stance about Joe Namath going to the Hall of Fame. But you just said you don't need to see stats to verify if somebody's elite or not. Bro, I'm just saying, you're confusing me with every other message. Which one is it? Are we looking at stats to say this is why Joe Namath isn't a Hall of Famer? Or are we saying F stats because I know what elite look like? Like, bro, you got to realize, you jumping back and forth, man. And with that being said, man, I got to close the show up, man. I got a meeting I got to get to, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking out. Appreciate my dog 40 for bringing that heat with the dialogue, man. Because at the end of the day, we all giving our opinion. And I definitely respect his opinion. Ball head. You debating, you got to attack when you see something. But that's my guy. Salute to my dog 40, man. Salute to my dog Rock. And salute to Kings versus Queens 2 this weekend, man. It's going down.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch just JC and Flames. That's like the one I'm kind of excited about. I don't really care about them other battles, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't like the Tay-Rock and reason why I like Tay-Rock and Fisher, I think is forced now.
Yeah, I don't really care about those battles. Nobody wants to see Aver whispering nobody to ears.
My dog.
I don't. I think Vixen is at this point is starting to get a little bit overrated.
Yes.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised Loso goes in and smokes her. So I'm not.
Rock, you look at battle rap, Rock.
Huh?
Rock, you look at battle rap.
No, Mo. I ain't looked at battle rap since Murder Mook and all them was on top.
Oh, well, they came back.
Hey, look, man. You just gotta watch for one battle. That's Daylight versus Lux. When that happens this year, that'll be the only battle you ever need to watch.
He should watch. He should watch Daylight versus Tay-Rock. He should watch versus Tay-Rock. And he should
one thing I
watch B-Dot versus
T-Top.
T-Top, B-Dot versus Danny Myers, B-Dot versus Oops. Because Oops is from Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll like that.
Why battle rappers, they great with punchlines and metaphors, but why they can't rap on beat?
Because
they
a lot of them making better music now though. But I think they And correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like because they know they got to have a subject matter in a sense to deal with the theme of the song, and in battles it could be like random, like things.
Well, now more than ever than before, they know how to market themselves better now. They didn't know how to do it back then.
That's true.
Or know how to promote well back then. Because I mean, that was the problem with Lola Lux.
Rock, you know, you're an MC. Some dudes, if they get used to battling, you know, it's just random things. They could just, you know, I take a da and I do this to you. Can you imagine saying that on beat? I take it. They'd be like, yo, what? So the name of the song says what you talk about.
I'm not trying to take away from their craft. I do believe that it's easier to like if I get
Avery Johnson, yeah.
If you give me a week or two or however long the event, and I know I'm finna battle against Hawk, right? I'm gonna go and look at all of your shows and everything. I'm gonna be able to write some smooth ass shit to that.
That's what they do.
Yeah, so it's like,
except
I still think it's amazing.
Except for the punchers. The punchers, they get away with randoms. The schemes and the guys who angle and the writers, if they not rapping about their opponent, they get punished. But we let Rum Nitty just say, I take a 4-5 or Tay-Rock, I take this. And like they could do random shit that they could just say to anybody. But
MOP or Anti-Up. But that's what the crowd
like them can't do it.
That's what the crowd thing was about. You know what I'm saying? Now you got guys that can actually rap. It's hard for those guys that used to be be able to rap in front of the crowd and have the crowd stop you every 5 to 10 minutes. Where you could just rap like nonstop. Man,
that's why you hate Verb.
Say what? No, that's not
like
not why I hate Verb.
No, wait. Because Verb back in the day was very direct. Now he's giving you
back in the day.
I'm Aquarius and I like Tauruses and Blue.
I don't like vegan Verb. I don't like
because he just rap now. He don't attack. Only opponent he attacked.
He don't be saying nothing.
All right,
no conviction.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. We got to have a true what's wrong with a Verb episode with just you. Why I don't like vegan Verb. That's gonna be the title. And I'm gonna make sure you're available, and we might just go through every his last 5 or 6 battles. Like, what was wrong with this battle to you?
Hey, man, you know, shoot me a message. I'm down with it.
That'll be dope. All right, bro, man. I appreciate you, man.
All right, G.
With everybody that was in the chat, man. Again, to my OG 40, man. Y'all see me going at him. That's my bro, man. 40's my guy. He's my football guy. And we always debate just like this, but don't think I'm gonna let y'all debate him the same way. But that's my OG. So, yeah, man. My dog P Nugget, appreciate you too, man. When y'all get a chance, check out my boys VOC, Victims of Commonwealth. Hey, yo, send me something in the direct message, P Nugget. You feel me? I definitely check them out. But salute to everybody, man. That show was on almost 3 hours. I'm gonna chop this up though. So when y'all get the podcast, it's gonna be chopped up. So I'll holler at y'all. Y'all gonna make me edit now to give y'all a different episode. We talked about so many different topics. I think this show was dope, man. 2 hours I know is a long time. I was like Joe Budden podcast today, but it's hump day. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.